Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, and a pleasant good evening. Welcome inside the Central Valley School in Buxton for high school volleyball tonight. Another region matchup we've got for you this evening in Class Division A volleyball, Region 2 play. The Irie Insurance pregame show starts us off tonight as Hillsboro Central Valley plays host to Devils Lake. Burrows coming in 2-6 on the season. Those two wins came in point totals during the Northern Cass Volleyball Tournament, still looking for their first regulation victory this season. Devils Lake 7-4. Both teams most recently playing the Hornets of Harvey Wells County. Burrows here last Thursday, a 5-set match. Devils Lake playing there on Tuesday this week in a 5-set match. We'll see how this one goes tonight between the two teams that are towards the bottom of the region standings. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. It's at Irie Insurance. IrieInsurance.com. Get a free quote today. We'll talk about the Devils Lake Firebirds and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burrows in our pregame show from Irie Insurance on yourliveevent.com.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
No job too big, no call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. YourLiveEvent.com. Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard here tonight. We're getting ready for varsity volleyball. The junior varsity was won by Hillsboro Central Valley 2-0. And Hillsboro Central Valley won the seed team 2-1 here tonight on home floor at Central Valley in Buxton. Devils Lake, the Firebirds in town tonight. Devils Lake is mentioned most recently in action, a matchup against Harvey Wells County. And for the Firebirds, that went lost 3-2. The Devils Lake Firebirds also lost 3-0 to Thompson with wins this season over Rugby, also Lemoore Litchville Marion, and also wins over Botno and the Turtle Mountain Community School in a couple of actions that they've had this season. Hillsboro Central Valley, as mentioned, still looking for their first victory of the season in regulation. They most recently were losers 3-2 against Harvey Wells County here in Central Valley in Buxton last week on Thursday night. The Irie Insurance pregame show continues. We'll come back with our pregame coaches' comments. Stick around. The Burrows and the Firebirds volleyball tonight. YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley schools are glad to have students and staff back in the classroom and in activities. If you have questions in regards to the activity schedule for either school, the boroughs want you to visit HillsboroK12.com or CentralValleyND.com and click on the HCV Athletics tab. The schedules and calendars are posted each day, too. The school websites for Hillsboro and Central Valley are valuable resources for the community. Visit them often for updated information, daily announcements, and contact information. It's all of the school websites for Hillsboro and Central Valley school districts.
There's a new inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at BloomfieldTrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton with receiving stations in Garski, Grafton, Larimore, Sharon, Devils Lake, Lincoln, Wilton, and East Grand Forks. Learn more at CentralValleyBean.com or call 701-847-2622.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Devils Lake in high school volleyball here tonight. Irie Insurance, IrieInsurance.com. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve with Irie Insurance. The Dakota Heritage Bank pregame coaches conversations. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future with locations in North Dakota and Minnesota. It's dhb.bank. That's dhb.bank. Let's get into our pregame conversations. Katie Stabler is the head coach of Hillsboro Central Valley Volleyball. Katie, tonight for the girls, an opportunity to go out and get better. And last time we chatted, you were excited about the week ahead to continue to get better. Because as we were talking, it seems like for these girls, the more time they play, the more time they're together, the better they get, and the more in sync they get.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it was great to have those 4 practices here in a row before we get another game. Just to perfect those little skills that we've been working on, and seeing that carry over in scrimmages in our practice. It's going to be great to also hopefully see that carry over into tonight's game.
Looking at the standings, which is what it is, but HCV and Devils Lake both towards the bottom right now, and this tonight on paper looks to be a fun matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they just went 5-2 with Harvey Wells County over there, so very, very similar with us, and we're both looking for that win. You know, we don't want to be the low man on the totem pole right now. As of right now, we just want to get our first victory here, and so our girls know what they have to do in order to get that, and we just got to go play the game. We got to have hustle, we got to have communication, and we just got to have a lot of drive and fun.
And in these last couple of days, you feel that they got better in practice? I know you probably want to see them play out there, but it is what it is. Did they find some things?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we worked on just transitioning quicker as well, and then coming in, and I thought our hitters did a great job, so hopefully that carries over into tonight. And then running through the ball, just getting quick with our feet, you know, going. That's a Ruth Hayden kind of thing, and we need to have that here on the court, and I felt the girls got better, and let's see if they do that tonight.
And you talked about it then too, and I'll just bring it back for those who maybe didn't catch it the other night, is when things go right, when you have that pass, when you have the set and the hit, your kids, can put it down. It's all got to be together, though.
Yes, absolutely. It does, and out-of-system balls we've got to better it so that we can get an out-of-system ball from them as well and then better that ball. We're excited for tonight, and we got to do those little things.
Very good. Well, health, everybody's healthy, just knock on wood.
Yes, everybody's healthy, and we're good to go tonight. We're actually doing a little something special for one of our stats. She's got Crohn's disease. She was just diagnosed, and so we're doing a purple night for her tonight. So we're excited. All the girls are pumped to rally around Maya, and we love her dearly, and we're here to support her.
And there's purple everywhere. There's a fundraising effort going on. Really cool to see that, and that happens in these communities.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool to see us, the communities rally together for a student.
Very good. Well, Katie, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Good luck. We'll talk afterwards.
Thank you.
Katie Stabler is the head coach of the Hillsboro Central Valley Rural volleyball team, joining us in our pregame conversations. Pregame coaches' comments from Dakota Heritage Bank. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. More to come on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Devils Lake on yourliveevent.com.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsboro for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show back here in Buxton, the Central Valley School Gymnasium, where Hillsboro Central Valley will play host to Devils Lake tonight in a Division A Region 2 matchup in high school volleyball on yourliveevent.com. I'm Kevin Kochman, joining you here tonight as Amelia Adams is going to be running the camera again for us this evening on yourliveevent.com. Let's continue with our pregame coaches conversations, as our pregame show coaches comments are brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank. DHB.bank, that's DHB.bank. New head coach in town for the Devils Lake Firebirds, Bridget Hanlon, joins us for pregame conversation. Bridget, tonight for the girls, so make the trip down to Central Valley, and an opportunity here. I know both teams looking at records very similar, so on paper, that's what we see. How are the Firebirds playing at this stage of this season? It's still relatively early.
We're adjusting to a new coach and a new system and a new way of play. Every game we're growing and getting better, and we're looking to just play consistent play now and instead of going up and down. They've had a very strong start with dealing with all that change and adversity, and we're just looking to keep growing.
Okay, and like you say, change is difficult. What are they adapting to? What's some of the bigger things that, that as far as just even from the staff, the coaching, from the mindset, what are some of the things that they're having to jump to?
Yep. We're changing the way we communicate. We're adding in names instead of just yelling help, so we know who's supposed to take it, being a little bit more clear with our communication. And we're also running a 6-2 so that we always have 3 hitters in the front row to be a little bit more competitive with our other teams.
Very good. At this stage of the season, are you more so focused on Devils Lake right now? Hey, we need to get ourselves right, rather than, you want to know about your opponent, but the focus remains on yourself?
Yeah, this is a strong region, so we know every team we're going to come up against is going to be tough. So it is team focus right now on our side, making sure we're doing everything right. And then when we get to the end of the season, we'll start adjusting for what we're seeing from the other teams.
Certainly. Across the way with the Burrows, what do you know about HCV?
all I know is they went 5 with Harvey, and we just went 5 with Harvey. So, another strong team in a strong region that has good numbers, and we're just looking for an exciting match.
You speak on communication, and I think both coaching staffs on either side of the court tonight are going to be hoping that their team communicates. That is the key to start.
Yep, exactly. Communication, work together, make sure everybody on the team is contributing. Get that to be done, and you'll have a positive night.
You talk about communication. What else do the Firebirds need to do to show that they're improving and also give them the best success chance here tonight?
They've been really strong, consistent servers. We want to keep doing that. Our passing has been up and down, and if we can get our passing figured out, that makes the offense a lot easier. So, hopefully that communication works. We know who's taking the ball, get it to our setters, and just let them do their thing.
Very good. Well, Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck to you and the girls here tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
That is Bridget Hanlon joining us, head coach of the Devils Lake Firebirds in our pregame conversations here tonight. The pregame coaches' comments brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future, dhb.bank. That's dhb.bank. Broadcasting from the Ryan Updahl Farmers Unit Insurance Hillsboro broadcast booth here tonight on yourliveevent.com. We'll continue with more of our pregame show here this evening as we gear up for the first serve with the Burros and the Firebirds. Our pregame show is from Irie Insurance, IrieInsurance.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsboro.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourage all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. Wishing all of the students, teachers, staff, and administration a successful new school year from the Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank, strong communities.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com, gearing up for the matchup with Hillsboro Central Valley and Devils Lake. The Firebirds are 7-4. The Burros are 2-6 in this volleyball season, and we're reaching that. At that, we are there, or even now you may say past the midway point of September for these teams. They've got a whole 6 weeks left of regular season volleyball with the bulk of their schedule coming up. So we talk about some of their keys for success, and we're looking at two teams that are right at the bottom of the region at this moment in time, Division A, Region 2. A lot of season left in front of them, but they're finding themselves. Devils Lake's biggest situation is new coach, new system, and talking about communication, a different line of talking, and it's working. It's getting there. For Hillsboro Central Valley, it's girls just needing to find each other on the floor, finding their confidence in one another, And it starts with the serve receive, and it starts with that pass forward, then to a set, and finishing, terminating those kills. You know, it's all a piece there. They have some swingers. They have some ability to get up at the net. And Devils Lake, same thing. Both teams going to try to build some confidence here tonight. Additionally, in volleyball action you're watching here tonight on yourliveevent.com, we've got Enderlin at Sargent County, Central Cass at Oak Grove for a big one in Region 1, excuse me. We've got Kindred Lisbon matched up tonight, Maple River at Medina Pingree Buchanan, Shanley at West Fargo Horace. And on the Minnesota side, volleyball includes Climax Fisher at Park Christian and Moorhead tonight. We've got International Falls and Lake of the Woods up north. We've got, additionally, Goodrich Grigla and Warroad along the border tonight. High school football tomorrow night. Jamestown Kindred football. We'll have Hillsboro Central Valley at Northern Cass football tomorrow night on yourliveevent.com. Additionally, tomorrow evening, football broadcasts on the North Dakota side. We'll have Harvey Wells County and Thompson. Minnesota side, East Grand Forks, Warroad football, Adaborp West, Park Christian. Also Red Lake, Pine River, Bacchus, International Falls, and Aiken all on the schedule for tomorrow night in high school football. You can check our broadcast schedule always at yourliveevent.com, and make sure you make an effort to check out the weekly yourliveevent.com coaches show Wednesday evenings. You can watch back at any time. And then we also have our Crowning Achievements segment within that. You want to be checking that out, Crowning Moments, because, Dakota Heritage Bank making it possible, and it's really neat to see that program. It looks back on some highlights from matches and coverage from yourliveevent.com. Super something to enjoy as well. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Coming back, getting closer to our starting lineups and first serve next.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Hillsboro Campground and Laundry is conveniently located right off I-29 exit 104, offering spacious pull-through sites large enough to accommodate Class A rigs with tow cars. Laundry services open 24/7, serving both our campground guests and local community. And for extra flexibility, furnished rentals are available up to 3 bedrooms, perfect for overflow guests or housing your harvest crew. Whether you're here for a night or a season, Hillsboro Campground has you covered.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get the C-Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Keep yourself healthy as we head back to school and into the autumn season. Hillsboro Drug and Gift is your locally owned full-service pharmacy with prescription and over-the-counter medications, cough and cold medications, and more. And don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Welcome to the city of Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity. Here, you don't just find a house, you find a quality of life. Safe neighborhoods, affordable living, and a community that treats your family like their own. Build your dream home with lots starting at an attractive price and enjoy homeowner incentives and grant funds to help make it yours. Come live, work, and thrive in Hillsboro, where you don't just live, you belong. The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
This is the Irie Insurance pregame show as Nina Kritzberger wraps up her rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Glad to have you along tonight from the Central Valley School Gymnasium in Buxton. The Irie Insurance pregame show coming to a close here tonight. Irie Insurance, IrieInsurance.com. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefit insurance. Irie Insurance. Get the protection you want with the customer service you deserve. It's at Irie Insurance. Let's get into our starting lineups here this evening. Starting lineups tonight being brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life. Great careers, quality products, grower owned. CrystalSugar.com. That's CrystalSugar.com. With our starting lineups here this evening. Let's get into those starting lineups. Starting lineups first for the Devils Lake Firebirds. Firebirds are going to start a sophomore, number 1, Brindley Wolf. A sophomore, number 4, Emma Hofstad. They run a 6'2", by the way. A junior, number 7, Sarah Kraft. A junior, number 10, April Miller. A junior, number 12, Chastity Rodacker. A junior, number 14, Alex Gibbs. A senior, number 15, Mia Ellsberger, and a sophomore, number 6, Kaylee Wallen, part of that 6'2" that the Devils Lake Firebirds were won. The libero is Julia McIver. The Firebirds, coached by Bridget Hanlon, assisted by Tangi Martinson, Linda Johnson, and Ashley Howard in the red uniforms and white numerals and letters for the Firebirds. For Hillsboro Central Valley, the Burros will start like this. The libero is a junior, number 1, Aaliyah Jelmstead. They'll start a sophomore, number 2, Chloe Tice. A junior, number 5, Abby Anderson. A junior, number 6, Malia Brill. They'll start a senior, number 11, Paige Cotton. They'll start a junior, number 14, and she's wearing number 14 tonight, Peyton Olson. And they'll start a senior, number 15, Elisa Jenin, the Burros offense. In the white uniforms tonight with the blue numerals and letters, and Burros on the jersey tops. Burros coached by Katie Stabler, assisted by Jamie Warden and Madison McKinnon. Those are your starting lineups here tonight. Starting lineups in the matchup this evening brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Live the sweet life. Learn more about great careers, quality products. It's grower owned. Crystal Sugar, American Crystal Sugar, CrystalSugar.com. Broadcasting from the mezzanine here at the Central Valley Gymnasium. Our broadcast booth brought to you by Ryan Updahl, Farmers Union Insurance Hillsboro, Home Auto Business Life Farm Insurance. Yes, visit the agency downtown in Hillsboro. Call 701-436-5777. Farmers Union Insurance, Ryan Updahl Agency in Hillsboro. Thanks to our broadcast sponsors. They're the ones making it possible. Please thank our sponsors with your patronage. At the very least, tell them thank you. I'm Kevin Kochman with the broadcast tonight. Amelia Adams will be running the camera for us here this evening, bringing you the action on yourliveevent.com. And, of course, not made possible without the sponsors. Please thank them with your patronage. At the very least, tell them thank you. Dave Nelson to my right. Central Valley hot dog in play tonight and an ice cold Pepsi. We got to get back on time. He showed up, and look at that. Everything is back within 5 minutes. Incredible efforts. Incredible efforts, my man. That's how we get it done. That's why he's the best in the business. There's no question about it. Devils Lake in the red, they'll go right to left. And the Burros in the white, they'll go left to right. And we'll get things started up here. Devils Lake will start serving, and it'll be Alex Gibbs, the junior right-handed serve, swinging across the court. Picked up by the Burros is Jelmstead in the back row. Now a swing right side. Back corner, got it. A connection for Merlia Brill. Brill from Tice. And just like that, the Burros will side out and take a 1-0 lead. Burros took the C team 2-1. They get the JV 2-0. And it was a little bleak in a bit there for the second set. And all of a sudden, things just turned. The Burros got the roll in that JV second set. Serving is Brill. She'll come with a jump serve picked up in the back row by McIver. Now played left side cross court. That'll be Rodacker across. For the Burros, they'll set in the middle, and a swing is dug up in the middle by the Firebirds, setting Rodacker. Left side, this will be Ellsberger across. High in the air, now a swing into the net goes Hillsboro Central Valley's Chloe Tice, and it'll be a side out right back to Devils Lake on the hitting air. Mia Ellsberger will go to serve. The senior wears number 15. She'll come with a right-hand swing. This across, met in the middle, and diving Burros play it into the net. Devils Lake with a 2-1 lead. Mia Ellsberger, second in rotation to serve. She'll go right to left with it. Ellsberger serves into the net on the air. We side out at 2-2, all tied up here in this first set. Substitution for Devils Lake in their 6-2. They'll bring in Elin Scar. She'll check in for Ellsberger. Burros libero Aaliyah Jelmstead. The junior will serve. Jelmstead serve is across. It's picked up in the back row. Back setting, left-hand attack is kept alive, and the Burros will get it over in 3 across by Anderson after Brill played a nice one. At the net, played high, tipped over. We got a battle at the net, and it will go. Sarah Kraft dumped it over, gets credit with the kill. Side out, Firebirds, they lead at 3-2. We'll see Kaylee Wallen, sophomore, step back. Nope, check that. Julia McIver, the libero, serving. There we go. Serves across, picked up by Jelmstead, now in the middle, sent over. This time by Anderson. High in the air, left side attacking. A strong swing by Hofstede. Then going into the net was Cotton. Lost her balance in front. Point with the net violation. And the Devils Lake Firebirds lead at 4-2 here in this first set. McIver, the senior, she'll serve right to left. Right-handed swing is short. A serve for Julia McIver. Devils Lake leads at 5-2 here in set 1. Devils Lake leading at 5-2 in the first set. McIver set to swing again. Strong one. Back row dug up by the Burros Brill. Played across by Jelmstead. Back row dug here. Played high, setting in the middle. Pushed across here by Wallen in the front row. Now a quick at the net. Good effort there by Jenin. Sent over by Devils Lake, too strong. Hofstede tried to dump it in, but instead sent it over. 5-3, Burros will get it back. Chloe Tice, the sophomore, is going to swing. Elisa Jenin heads to the bench. Serve is across, picked up. Set in the middle, left side attacking again. A strong one there by Hofstede. And at the net, it was Wallen putting up the block. 6-3 Devils Lake in set 1. See substitutions as Brindley Wolf checks back in and April Miller in for the Firebirds. 12, that's Rodacker and Gibbs. 14, both sitting for a moment in substitutions. Serve, Jelmstead digs, now swing by Brill. Across the net. Received and the Firebirds played over in 3. Left side, here's Anderson. Big attack is dug up back row, rallied off the rafters. Over in 3, no. Rafters got in the way for Devils Lake. 6-4. There's a short ceiling here in Buxton. That one denied the return, and a good hit by Emma Hofstede, but rafters said otherwise. Serving, Abby Anderson for the Burros. And that one right at the tape, it is denied. Service error, sides back. Burros struggling from the serve line here tonight. Devils Lake will bring back in Mia Ellsberger. Mia Ellsberger is in. Serving is Hofstede. She'll send it wide on the service error. It's 7-5 Devils Lake. Burrows going to serve. Paige Cotton going to serve, the senior. Cotton sends it left to right. Right-handed attack. Good, strong attack. It's going to be played back in the middle and free-balled over by Ellsberger. Setting, attacking that time is Ahrens. Emerson Ahrens gets the kill. Tice the assist. 7-6 Devils Lake, and Paige Cotton will serve it again, the senior.
Yeah, Paige, you got that.
Paige will serve left to right. This one into the net. 8-6 Devils Lake on the air. Burrows not helping themselves here tonight at the serve line. Serving, Kaylee Wallen, right-hand swing. Picked up in the back row by Anderson. Tice, now a big swing that time by Brill is across. Kept alive and free-balled over. Dumped across by Wolf. Back setting, and Brill dumps it over. Tipping, played in the middle, and now free balled back in the middle by the Firebirds. Back setting, and Ahrens is blocked at the net by Mia Ellsberger. 9-6 Devils Lake, they win the rally. Kaylee Wallen will serve again for the Firebirds. Red uniforms. Picked up. Jelmstead plays it ahead. Now it's going to be over by Peyton Olsen. Ellsberger off a touch. Kept alive. Left side. Brill with an attack. It's too strong. 10-6 Devils Lake. Wallen will serve. Both teams, the Burros and the Firebirds, lost in 5 sets respectively in the last 6 days to Harvey Wells County. Passing in the middle and attacking. Dug up. Saved by Ahrens. Free balled over by Anderson. Great save by Ahrens off the rafter. At the net, Devils Lake punches that one. April Miller tried to dump it across. The tape denied it. 10-7. You got Devils Lake leading Hillsboro Central Valley. Elisa Jennings going to go back and serve. Jennings right-hand swing. Strong one out. 11-7. Coach Stabler looking on in the squad saying, we got to find a way to hit the square out there. It's serving. And Devils Lake trying to make hay when it's dry. We've got going back to serve Alex Gibbs. Firebirds leading 11-7 in set 1. Setting in the middle. Here's an attack. Kill good. Peyton Olsen gets the kill. Chloe Tice the assist. Good strong pass up front for the Burros. They complete that one. And serving, Malia Brill steps back. Serve is across. Received in the middle. Pushed over by Rodacker. At the net. Jenin cross-court pass. The set misses. 12-8, Devils Lake. Mia Ellsberger will serve. Nope, timeout first, Burros. Timeouts are brought to you by the Agents with Answers, Brad Richter and Nick Preston, Nodak Insurance Company. On the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard, Devils Lake 12, HCV 8, set 1, yourliveevent.com.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, geez, let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
The Agents with Answers, Brad Richter and Nick Preston, Nodak Insurance Company with our timeouts here on yourliveevent.com. Devils Lake, 12-8 leading Hillsboro Central Valley here in this first set of volleyball tonight. Devils Lake serving. Burros have been in error trouble tonight serving. And there's an error in the nets by Mia Ellsberger. 12-9. Devils Lake leading Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll see Aaliyah Jelmstead step back to serve, going left to right. Jelmstead brings his serve across. It's picked up in the back row by the Firebirds. Up front, left side, now an attack. Oh, look out. Emma Hofstad with the kill. That was all that and more. Assist goes the way of Alex Gibbs. 13-9. Big attack that time by the Firebirds. Back serving, Julia McIver. McIver serves it in the middle, received. Now it'll be Jenin swinging over left side. That's going to be for the Burros Anderson. Played across by the Firebirds. Up front, Jenin quick to Paige Cotton. And that one we're going to get a net violation on Devils Lake. 13-10, the Burros will get it back. On a night where the Burros are recognizing their statistician, Maya Ulrich, who's out. And is, you see purple in the crowd here tonight. Diagnosed with Crohn's disease, a fundraising night here as the Firebirds call with a double hit. Back-to-back errors brings the Burros within 2 at 13-11. Lots of love for Maya and her family tonight with all the folks wearing purple in the different fundraising efforts going. Tice's serve across. Firebirds save it and play it in the middle. Setting high, left side attacking Anderson off a touch. Anderson's kill is good. Abby Anderson from Chloe Tice. Burrows within one. It's 13-12 and a timeout. Tice will continue serving when we come back on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard. Firebirds 13, Burrows 12, set one. YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Timeouts are brought to you by the Agents with Answers in Trail County. Brought to you by, of course, Trail County's Agents with Answers. Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Nick Preston in Mayville. Nodak Insurance Company for your insurance questions. See the Agents with Answers in Trail County. Hillsboro Central Valley within one here in this first set. Devils Lake leads at 13-12 on YourLiveEvent.com. Burrows Chloe Tice steps back to serve and will send it from left to right. Down one. Serve in the middle is picked up by the Firebirds. Setting right side attack with the left hand is denied. Paige Cotton puts up the block that time by the Burrows. And there's a tie at 13s here in set one. Chloe Tice will serve it again. The sophomore right hand swing. Picked up in the middle by McIver, and then the Firebirds couldn't play it. 14-13, a lead change gives the Burrows the advantage here in set one. Rallying back after a deficit of 4 at one time. Serve is across. Back row, McIver plays it forward. This will be Gibbs. And a big attack there by Hofstad. Returned by the Burrows. McIver, here's Hofstad. She'll send it into the nets. 15-13. Coach Hanlon for the Firebirds talked about running a 6-2. They got 3 hitters in the front row, and they like where they're at. It's still developing, and some of their communication pieces are huge factors. As there's an ace serve by Chloe Tice, and right now the Burrows are taking advantage of a spot in the lineup that's got the Firebirds confused. Chloe Tice rattling off a streak now of 6 in a row. Official says timeout. We have to replace the electrical coupler on the floor. It was done by Abby Anderson. We'll see if she did a good job. Came loose. The protector, a silver metal protector on the floor. Picked up, rallies off the rafters. Chloe Tice dig that time off the rafters, came down too quick. Burrows not in place. 16-14. And Devils Lake will get back to serve. Firebirds bring in Brindley Wolf to do the serving. She'll send it wide left and out. 17-14, Burrows trying to extend. Abby Anderson will serve left to right. Hillsboro Central Valley is looking for their first regular season victory. They're 2-6 with a couple of point victories in tournament play. As Devils Lake's Emma Hofstad going to get credit with a kill off a touch, 17-15. And Hofstad's going to serve right to left. Short serve is dug up Anderson. Tice, left side, Brill. And Brill is going to get the good hit. We're going to get a net violation on the Firebirds. 18-15. Burrows take advantage of the air. Casey Hong is in on rotation now as a sub. She'll serve. Hong will send it. It's received back row by Hofstad. Setting in the middle and attacking into the net goes Kaylee Wallen. 19-15, Hillsboro Central Valley. Casey Hong, the senior, will serve again. Burrows trying to put some gap here on the scoreboard, presented by Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales. Here's a short serve. Dug up, played left side, and Ellsberger is denied by the net. And a block put up by Peyton Olson. 20-15. Meanwhile, there's a timeout on the floor. Timeout Devils Lake on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro Central Valley 20. Devils Lake 15 in set one. YourLiveEvent.com.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, the half or the whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro.
Timeouts from Brad Richter in Hillsboro. Nick Preston, sales associate in Mayville with Nodak Insurance Company, the agents with answers. Hillsboro Central Valley leads Devils Lake 20-15, set one. High school volleyball here tonight. Very animated Katie Stabler in that timeout for the Burros. A lot of hand talking she was doing out there. She's locked in. Serve is a short serve received by Devils Lake and Ellsberger. Now it's going to be Miller free balling it across. Casey Hong, Peyton Olsen out. Olsen's long return is out. 20-16 Burros. Devils Lake will serve. Kaylee Wallen's going to step in to serve. Libero Julia McIver checked out. Sarah Kraft back in. Here's a serve. Off the net and out. The error, 21-16. Both teams have found ways to create themselves their own errors. Call them self-inflicted wounds for both squads. As Emerson Aaron's checking out. Serving is for the Burros, Elisa Jenin, played over by the Firebirds. High in the air, Jenin. Now it's going to be over to Tice, sent long. 21-17. We've had a few clean, terminated kills out there. Otherwise, there's been a lot of hitting or serving errors that's dealt the points for both squads. We'll see Alex Gibbs back in to serve for the Firebirds. Anderson, Jenin, and a big swing by Malia Brill is out. 21-18, Hillsboro Central Valley. Gibbs and the Firebirds will serve it again. Serve is coming across. It's picked up by Jelmstead. Now in the middle, an attack over by the Burros' Olsen. Firebirds go around the antenna. Can't do that. 22-18. They were unable to get it across. So the Burros will step back, and it'll be Malia Brill serving away. Brill will serve it from left to right. Received by the Firebirds at the net, played and tipped across by Wolf. That'll be Brill back setting, and a swing by Abby Anderson that finds the back corner. That's a good one. 23-18. And we'll have Malia Brill, the junior for the Burros, serving again. Burros leading 23-18 late here in set one. Brill comes in the middle with an attack. It's dug up. Back setting and swung across by Ellsberger. At the net, a block returned by the Burros. That block was set up by Kraft, and now in the net goes the Firebirds. 24-18 Burros. Malia Brill is serving with set point here in the first set, 24-18. Brill, jump serve in the middle, picked up by the Firebirds. Now swung across by Sarah Kraft. Left side, Anderson. Oh, baby, it's dug up, and at the net, a little battle. Dumped back in by Peyton Olsen. Returned by the Firebirds. Brill, Anderson, dumps it in the middle. Picked up by Ellsberger. Left side, Ellsberger. Too strong. Burros win it. 25-18. Hillsboro Central Valley over Devils Lake in the set. In between set updates brought to you by Ryan Updahl Agency, Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Talk to Ryan Updahl and the agency in Hillsboro downtown at 701-436-5777. Well, we look at this one, and for the Burros, solid. Had a tough start. Devils Lake took advantage early, led by as many as 4 early on. Burros then trailing by 3, 13-10. They went on a run to take the lead, 16-13, would never give it back. They earned the first set victory over Devils Lake, 25-18. In between set update from the Ryan Updahl Agency, Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. Coming back, Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. Burros take the first set 25-18. YourLiveEvent.com.
Visit with Rocky Nedham at Nedham Seeds Caledonia for LCS wheat seed varieties, Trigger Cannon, and 2 new varieties named Buster and Dual. Call Rocky Needham Seeds Caledonia. They also have proven wheat seed SY Velda from AgriPro. Your local Pioneer dealer, Rocky Needham Seeds Caledonia, with corn, soybean, sunflower, and alfalfa seed for your farm and SeedX sugar beet seeds. Call Rocky 701-430-1149. Needham Seeds Caledonia.
Common doesn't do the extra reps. Common doesn't push the limits. And Common doesn't do all of that before the sun is up. We work harder than anyone else when no one is watching, so that when everyone is watching, we're ready to answer the call. Discover your uncommon side with the North Dakota Army National Guard.
Our Savior's Lutheran Church in Hillsboro, North Dakota invites you to experience the love of God. Our Savior supports all youth with academics, athletics, music, art, dance, and drama, and offer meaningful opportunities for people of all ages. Join us for worship at 8:30 or 10:30 each Sunday morning, in person or watch on television, HTC Channel 34, or online, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, or at oslchillsboro.com.
Well, let's get ready for set number 2 in volleyball action here tonight. Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Devils Lake. First set goes the way of the Burros, 25-18 over the Devils Lake Firebirds, and the second set is about to begin. Burros continue from left to right, and the Firebirds right to left. For the Burros, now they've won 3 sets during this regular season in volleyball, and so they are looking forward to trying to stack them here. For Devils Lake, trying to get their feet under them after set 1. We'll see what set 2 has to go. Burros will start serving, and it'll be Elisa Jenin to serve left to right. And it's an ace serve to start. That's a good way to do it. Elisa Jenin, an ace to start for the Burros here in set 2. Jenin serves from left to right. Short serve picked up by the Firebirds in the middle. Devils Lake back sets, and here's an attack over. Dug up in the back row by Jenin, setting high Anderson, and over by the Burros. And that time it was Tice. And Devils Lake had a fall on their side. 2-0 Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Jenin and the Burros trying to develop some momentum here. And momentum is a key for success in volleyball. Don't let it up. Received here by Hofstad, now playing, and free balled across by Rodacker. It'll be Jelmstad now in the middle, swung over. Peyton Olsen, dug up by the Firebirds. Here's an attack! That's Mia Elsberger with a kill. Big swing that time, as Elsberger brings it down and brings it back for the Firebirds. Now serving. Devils Lake's Trinity Coos sends it across, and a return by the Burros is too strong. They say it was touched. Oh, boy. Okay. Jenin to Brill. Off of a touch, 3-1, Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Brill will serve. Left to right, received back row by McIver, setting, and now off of Jelmstad, played and swung over by Anderson. Good pass connection there. It's another big send by Hofstad. Jelmstad digs it up in the back row. Jenin free balled across back corner. Burrows Olsen send it over. A swing. Blocked at the net by Abby Anderson. And you'll have Malia Brill serve again. Solid start to this second set by the Burros. Brill goes into the net for 2 on the side out. Devils Lake going to send Julia McIver back to serve, the libero. McIver, right-hand swing. Jelmstad. Now over Olsen from Jenin. Devils Lake dumps it across with a free ball. Now left side, little off the mark, received by Devils Lake and at the net. Touched by Olsen. She got a little too handsy that time. Wasn't able to play it. And it'll be Devils Lake volleyball. Firebirds will continue. Looked like Rodacker got in the mix that time. McIver will serve, down 1. Set 2. Devils Lake, short serve, diving, free ball across, now at the net. Off of the nets. Hofstad, but it's over on a free ball. And it falls by Gibbs. Knotted up at 4s. Tied at 4, set 2, Burrows and the Firebirds. Burrows win that first set tonight, 25-18. Devils Lake looking to answer. Received. Played Jenin, now free balled across by the Burrows Jelmstead. Left side, Hofstad, blocked at the net. Peyton Olson, her second on the night, 5-4, Burrows. And Aaliyah Jelmstead, the junior libero, to serve left to right for the Burrows. Jelmstead comes with a jump serve. And it's in! Another ace serve. Devils Lake's Chastity Rodacker watched it go by, 6-4, ace serve, Jelmstead. Burrows lead it 6-4. Serve coming up. Too strong. 6-5 Burrows. Devils Lake will have a sub. We'll see Rodacker check out and Brinley Wolf in on serve rotation. Alex Gibbs out. In. You got number 5, Elon Scar checking in. Served by Wolf is across. Picked up Brill. Now back. Tice to Anderson and over. Passing. Left side. Hofstad dug up by Brill. Now played and swung over by Anderson. Nice dig in the back row by McIver. Freeballed over by Devils Lake. Now back setting. Here's a right side attack by the Burrows Tice. Setting high. Left side attack this time by Hofstad. Over again this time by the Burrows Jenin. Now a swing. That one goes for Emma Hofstad. Hofstad from Wolf. 6s. We're knotted at 6 in the second set. Brinley Wolf, the sophomore, will serve again. Wolf. Serve is over in the middle. Picked up by the Burrows back setting. Here's an attack by Cotton into the net. And Devils Lake with the lead. 7-6 in the second set, and Wolf trying to make things go for the Firebirds. Right-hand serve across, picked up. Played, Jenin. Jelmstead comes with a mid-range attack and gets the kill. 7s, we're all knotted at 7s now. We'll see Chloe Tice step back to serve. Tice will serve left to right. Substitutions in and out for the Burrows, including Malia Brill getting a break. Serve is across, and it'll be an ace. That one goes the way for Chloe Tice. Burrows 8-7 leaders now in set 2. Back and forth we go. Serve is across, it's picked up. Setting. Right side, Hofstad into the net. 9-7 Burrows. That set came in just a little flat. Tice will serve again. 9-7 Burrows. Setting. In the middle, attacking. And the kill's going to go. That one goes for Kaylee Wallen. She gets that one to go, and that was Wolf assist. 9-8 serving Hofstad. Left side attacking. That's going to be Aaron's. Dug up. Played by Devils Lake and freeballed over. Kept alive Jelmstead. Now diving save and over by the Burrows in 3. Holy cats. Now a swing is too strong by Devils Lake. What a save by Hillsboro Central Valley to tie things, or to make it now 10-8. That was something else. Diving and saving it, pancaking it up top. Now we're going to see Abby Anderson serve, received by the Devils Lake. Firebirds received Aaron. She'll play it. Now a left side attack is going to be out. A little strong by Brill. 10-9, Burrows by 1, set number 2. Burrows took that first set 25-18. Kaylee Wallen will serve for the Firebirds, right to left. Serving. Jelmstead Left side, Brill with an attack from Tice on a pass. Sent over by Kraft, received and played back by Tice. Devils Lake forced to move back in the middle and over by Ellsberger. Back setting, Emerson Ahrens. That'll be Tice. Ahrens with her second kill. 11-9 Burrows. Jelmstead out. Cotton out. Casey Hong will serve. And front row, Peyton Olson back in for the Burrows on those substitutions. Leading 11-9 in set 2. Received by the Firebirds. At the net, misplayed, and over by Hofstad. It was a misplay by Wolf, but they got it over. Now a quick dump in the middle. Kept alive. Great effort by Ellsberger. Now free ball to cross. Back row. That was played by McIver. Burrows send it across. Dug up. Played back. Wolf. McIver. Oh, baby, what a save that was. Now a swing left side. Brill, too strong. McIver, you did it. 11-10. And the Burrows lose that rally, and it was McIver, Julia McIver, saving the day. Burrows by 1, 11-10. Serving will be Alex Gibbs, junior for the Devils Lake Firebirds. It's across. Jelmstead diving after it, now played forward and over by the Burrows Olson. Setting left side, Ellsberger, kept alive Jelmstead. Diving effort. Peyton Olson gets it over in 3. That's hustle. But a double hits call. Ties at 11. I think Coach Stabler is going to be pretty pleased with the hustle for the Burrows at the very least tonight. Gibbs serves, tied at 11. Burrows threw a touch on an attack returned by the Firebirds. Tice, Olson, dug up. Nice job by Hofstad. Back setting and now off center. Returned by the Firebirds. Dumped over. Now Brill with an attack. Oh, yes. Tice to Malia Brill. 12-11. Hillsboro Central Valley. We'll see Elisa Jenin step back to serve in rotation. Jenin will serve it left to right. Jenin serve across back row. Will be picked up by Wolf. Now returned, dug up, kept alive, and falling on the side of the Burrows. Was a nice attack by Rodacker. 12s. We're not at a 12, and the Firebirds will have another sub. We'll see Trinity Coos serve away. Coos serves. Received by the Burrows. They can't track it down deep in the corner. So it's an ace serve for Trinity Coos, and Devils Lake 13-12 leaders. Set number 2. Serve is dug up by the Burrows. Played. Devils Lake setting. Now they attack. Kept alive Jelmstead. Now a quick dump across by the Burrows. Jenin. Free ball across by Coos. Jelmstead, Jenin, and over by Olson. Kept alive, diving, digging, played off the net. Can't do it again. 13s. Tied at 13s. We'll see Malia Brill serve it away. Brill serve. Dug up. Kept alive. Devils Lake sends it across Hofstad. Now played. Free balled over. Dug by Devils Lake. Right side attack. Dug up. Kept alive by the Burrows. Back setting. Brill comes on the attack. Check that. That was Tice on the attack from Jenin and goes. 14-13. Malia Brill will serve left to right. Brill serving 14-13. Burrows by 1. Coming up just a couple of minutes ahead of 8 o'clock. Serve is across. It's picked up by the Firebirds. Setting high. Attacking over. Dug up by the Burrows. Kept alive. Now an attack into the nets. That was Peyton Olson going in the net. We're tied at 14s. Back and forth we go. Julia McIver will serve right to left. McIver's serve is dug up by the Burrows. Played left side, and an attack is good. That is a kill by Abby Anderson. She completes it. Jenin, the assist, 15-14. See Aaliyah Jelmstead step back to serve, and Olson out on rotation. Comes a serve. Jelmstead will serve it away. It's across. It's picked up by the Firebirds. Now at the net, they roll it off. Sent over by Rodacker. Returned by the Burros. Rodacker. Watch this one get flown over by the Firebirds. Setting high in the middle and tipping over Tice. Devils Lake can't get it over in 3. There's 4 hits, and it's 16-14. Burros with the advantage. Jelmstead to serve. Coverage tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. We got a timeout on the floor for the Devils Lake Firebirds. Nodak Insurance Company, Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Nick Preston, Sales Associate Mayville. The agents with answers. Timeout here on the floor. Golden Harvest, Tim Cazette, seat sales scoreboard. Burros by 2, set number 2, 16-14, YourLiveEvent.com.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead, 218-456-2172.
Keep going. More. No, stop!
Back out of the timeout, Hillsboro Central Valley leads Devils Lake 16-14, set 2. Burros lead the match 1-0, and serving Aaliyah Jelmstead out of the timeout. Jelmstead set to serve. Strong serve, it's out. 16-15, Devils Lake within 1. We're back and forth this entire second set. Subs coming in. We see Elon Scar. Brindley Wolf back in for Devils Lake. Wolf serving right to left. Received. Now it'll be Jelmstead playing it left side. Anderson over. Devils Lake. Wolf passes. Hofstad kept alive by Jelmstead. And the Burros can't get it over in 3. We're tied at 16s. Back and forth. We'll see a substitution for the Burros. Casey Hong is in for Paige Cotton on a substitution. Brindley Wolf will serve. Tied at 16s here in set 2. Serve is across. It's dug up. Back setting. Now an attack right side into the net. Gives Devils Lake a 17-16 lead here in the second set. See substitution again. Hong back out. Cotton back in. Must have been something there. Wolf to serve. Jelmstead. Going to pass. Going to swing over. Abby Anderson back corner. She saw it. Jenin with the assist. Abby Anderson with the kill. 17 all. We're tied up. Chloe Tice will serve. Tice will go left to right with it. Good serve received by the Firebirds. Now popped in the air and back set, sent over by the Burros. Anderson. Now an attack blocked at the net by Aarons and Cotton. Anderson dug up back row by McIver. Now a swing dug up by the Burros. Quick in the middle, dug up by the Firebirds, kept alive, free-balled over. Now it'll be picked up and played high in the air. Left side attack, dug up by the Firebirds. Wolf, now a swing, dug up in the back row by Jelmstead. Setting Cotton with a tip, she'll dump it over. Played by the Firebirds and sent over. Dug up by Jelmstead again in the back row. Back setting, and there Aaron swings across. Devils Lake mixed up their rolls on the floor. Emerson Aarons with the kill. Tice the assist. Long volley, and it's an 18-17 lead for Hillsboro Central Valley. Tice will serve. Tice trying to short serve it, sent it into the net. The error ties it at 18. 18 all. Comes a serve for Devils Lake's Hofstad, Emma Hofstad. Paige Cotton sends one down. It's returned immediately, sent over. High in the air, back setting, swing. Dug up by the Burros, not long enough though. That's a big hit. Back setting that time for Elin Skar. She sent it down. 19-18. Burrows send it back. Returned by Devils Lake, high in the air. Passing. Elsberger dug up off of a touch. Left side Anderson kept alive. Then tipping at the net, goes into the net. 20-18. All of a sudden, Devils Lake's got a 2-point lead. That's a big one. This late in set 2, it's been so close. And an error by the Burrows. Hofstede will serve it. Right-hand swing. Kept alive by Jelmstead, but just goes into the net. An ace, 21-18. Hofstede will serve again. Meanwhile, timeout for the Burrows. Agents with answers, Nodak Insurance Company, Brad Richter, Nick Preston with our timeout on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seed sales scoreboard. 21-18, Firebirds by 3, late set 2. YourLiveEvent.com.
Visit the new Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro. They have everything you need. Explore our large selection of quality hardware and building materials, perfect for every project. Inside, you'll find Valspar paint to brighten your home, top-of-the-line Milwaukee and DeWalt tools for every job, plus all the essentials for a successful harvest. Flashlights, glass cleaner, paper towels, scrapers, grain shovels, and more. Make your next stop Cywick Lumber and Hardware in Hillsboro.
The agents with answers, Nick Preston, Brad Richter, Nodak Insurance Company timeout. Devils Lake by 3 late in set 2. The Burrows took the first set 25-18, pulling away late. Devils Lake trying to do this in set 2. Picked up, back setting Tice to Anderson. Yes. Abby Anderson from Chloe Tice. 21-19. Firebirds by 2. Burrows Anderson will go to serve. Abigail Anderson left to right. She'll come with a jump serve. It's returned at the net. Aarons with a one-timer, kept alive and free-balled over by Hofstede. Great rally by the Firebirds. Now Emmy Aarons sends that one across, dug up, played over by Hofstede. Jelmstead at the net, tipping, dumped over, picked up. Now Cotton returns it, and we're going to have a net violation. A double hit on the Burrows. 22-19 Firebirds. We'll see Emma Hofstede going back to serve again. Hofstede to serve right to left. This is in an ace serve. At least I think it was. There wasn't much cheer for that. It was an ace serve. Hofstede did it. Timeout Burrows. 23-19 on the Golden Harvest Tim Gazette seat sales scoreboard. Firebirds 2 points away from victory in set 2 when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
If you have concern or questions about the mental health of yourself or a loved one, Trail District Health Unit's Credible Mind platform offers convenient and confidential resources to help inform you about mental well-being. Credible Mind offers 21 different assessments to guide you in your mental health journey, from sleep quality and burnout to anxiety and depression. To get started today and learn about your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health, visit traildistricthealthunit.crediblemmind.com.
The agents with answers in Trail County. Brad Richter in Hillsboro. Nick Preston in Mayville. Nodak Insurance Company with our timeouts. Kevin Kochman, glad to be with you tonight in Buxton. Devils Lake has come back in set 2, and they lead it 22-19. They're double checking the scoreboard here. I think there's a correction of sort. And they offer substitutions. So there is a violation, giving the volleyball to the Burrows, 22-19. They say net violation. So Burrows serving. Casey Hong will serve left to right. 22-19. Serve is across. Picked up by the Firebirds, setting. Wolf now into the net. Has some miscommunication there. 22-20. Coaches talked about communication, and we had some miscommunication on the left side for the Devils Lake Firebirds. Passing in the middle. Here's a push. Dumping across. Kept alive. Left side. Brill. Too strong. She had a lot of topspin on it, but too strong. 23-20. Devils Lake leading. And they'll serve on rotation substitution. I believe we're going to see Alex Gibbs. Gibbs will come in to serve, yes. Gibbs serving for Devils Lake, leading 23-20. Right-hand serve. Let's serve, dug up by the Burros. Played Jelmstead across. Setting high, left side. Across, we're going to get a lift call on the Burros. That one is Nielsberger with the kill. 24-20. Gibbs and the Firebirds trying to put the second set away to tie up the match. Serves across, picked up. Left side attack through. The touch kill is good for Malia Brill. Brill that time got it from Tice. 24-21, still set point here for Devils Lake. Meanwhile, it's Elisa Jenin serving for the Burros. Jenin's serve is out, and that's the second set. Devils Lake's going to win this one 25-21 over Hillsboro Central Valley in set number 2. The in-between set update from the Ryan Updahl Agency, Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro. The in-between set update here tonight. Ryan Updahl, Farmers Union Insurance, auto, home, business, life, farm insurance. 701-436-5777. Devils Lake, after trailing a bunch, there's a lot of ties in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ties. A couple lead changes. Devils Lake would get the lead at 13-12, and a little bit back and forth. They didn't want to give it back. They went on a bit of a run at 18-all and got a couple of point lead. That would be enough in the end to pull away victory. And we're tied at one set apiece with the Burros and the Firebirds here on YourLiveEvent.com. Set 3 coming up. Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Devils Lake takes set 2, 25-21.
For nearly 40 years, West Main Pizza has been serving up hot, delicious pizzas and other favorites, like sub sandwiches, calzones, chicken wings, pasta dishes, paninis, and more. With 2 locations on East Main in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth, we offer dine-in, takeout, and online ordering at westmainpizza.net. Discover more than just pizza at West Main Pizza in Ada and the Rail District in Dilworth, your neighborhood favorite since 1986.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley schools are glad to have students and staff back in the classroom and in activities. If you have questions in regards to the activity schedule for either school, the Burros want you to visit HillsboroK12.com or CentralValleyND.com and click on the HCV Athletics tab. The schedules and calendars are posted each day, too. The school websites for Hillsboro and Central Valley are valuable resources for the community. Visit them often for updated information, daily announcements, and contact information. It's all on the school websites for Hillsboro and Central Valley school districts.
Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692 for shop and field service, farm equipment sales, repair on all equipment, in the field, on the farm, and in the shop with Right Implement in Hillsboro, 701-636-5692. Check out Right Implement for farm equipment, repair and service of equipment and all trucks on Caledonia Avenue in Hillsboro. Right Implement, 701-636-5692.
Here's a message from Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales in the Hillsboro area. When it comes to your operations needs, they want to hear from you, which is why they're committed to listening first. From farmer-focused R&D teams to their Gold Series soybeans and game-changing corn products to the insights shared through the Illuminate digital platform, everything offered is an answer to what they learned from you. For Golden Harvest corn and soybean seed, visit with Tim Cassette Seed Sales Hillsboro, 701-430-0877.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Let's get ready for set 3. KRJB, YourLiveEvent.com, and Of course, joining us here tonight, I'm Kevin Kochman, Amelia Adams running the camera here this evening. Staying active tonight in Buxton. Had a nice in-between set fundraiser doling out for Maya Ulrich and her family. Maya dealing with the Crohn's disease, and big fundraising efforts tonight to support, and some good money donated here tonight by the folks in attendance. Thank you to all who did that. And we'll play volleyball with Devils Lake serving. Match is tied at 1 apiece, and the Burros will come out right out of the gates and send one back, as it'll be Chloe Tice with a dump kill, and the Burros lead at 1-0. Hillsboro Central Valley. Malia Brill will serve it away. Brill into the net. The air goes back to Devils Lake. We're knotted at 1s here in set 3. The mezzanine area has cleared out. Lots of space all of a sudden now up here. Here's a right-handed serve by Devils Lake. It's across. And it'll fall for the Firebirds. That one is Trinity Coos. And it's 2-1 Devils Lake. Serve. Picked up by Brill back row. Now Jelmstead. Now free ball is over by Tice. Picked up in the middle, played. And an attack left side. Big swing that time, as we're going to get Kraft the assist and Hofstede the kill. 3-1 Devils Lake. Serving is Coos. Picked up. Passing. Big swing that time. Abby Anderson got up. Great pass by Elisa Jenin. Kill is good. You call that a terminated kill, because she terminated that one. 3-2. Firebirds lead the Burros. Burros to serve, and Aaliyah Jelmstead will serve it left to right. Jelmstead picked up by the Firebirds at the net. Net violation. We're knotted at 3s. Jelmstead wearing the libero blue uniform tonight. She'll serve left to right. Short serve dug out by the Firebirds, sent over by Devils Lake, and they get it down in front of Jelmstead. Kind of a dump shot that time by Hofstede. 4-3 Devils Lake. McIver will serve right to left. Good one. Dug up. Played in the middle. Now an attack. Blocked at the net. Blocked at the net by Wallen. And the Burros could not play it over. 5-3. McIver will serve again for Devils Lake. 5-3 they lead in the third set. Serve is a short serve. Knuckleball into the net. 5-4 Devils Lake. We're going to see Chloe Tice step back to serve for the Burros. She'll serve left to right. Tice's serve coming. Good one, received. Played high in the air. Now a left side attack by Hofstede is returned by Ahrens. And the Burros, Ahrens and Cotton together in a double hit. Double hit on the Firebirds. 5s each? No, 4-5. It should be 5s each, I think. Swung across. Now a swing by the Burros is returned. Rodacker with the block. Oh. I don't know if the score is correct on the board, but we're going to go with what the official scores have on the floor. Serves across by the Firebirds. I must have missed one of my own. Sent over by Ahrens. Returned by the Firebirds. Kept alive, Burros. And Abby Anderson sends it over in a hustle play. Front row tipped over by the Firebirds. Now setting in the middle, and Cotton punches it across. Devils Lake's got to track it down. This one's going to rattle off the rafters and over by the Firebirds. Yes! Wow, what a play that is. For Emma Hofstede, takes a lot of focus there. There it is. It was right. Right the whole time. I knew there was a 5 up there. They hadn't gotten it. Okay. Here's a serve by Devils Lake. 7-5. Burros going to the net. 8-5 in favor of Devils Lake, and the Firebirds will go again. Devils Lake serving once again. 8-5. Serves across. Picked up by the Burros. Jelmstead now. Cotton swings one down. Holy cow. Chloe Tice the assist. Paige Cotton with the kill. 8-6 Devils Lake. Burros need to figure out to serve right now as Abby Anderson's going to serve left to right. Anderson's serve is an ace. 8-7 in favor of Devils Lake. Set 3, the match is tied at 1 apiece between the two squads. Another serve is upcoming. Dug out by the Firebirds and unable to play it forward. We're knotted at 8s. 8-8, Anderson will serve it again for the Burros, all tied up at 8s. Serve coming. Picked up by Devils Lake, played, and now free-balled across by Scar. Jelmstead saved by Ahrens and over by Cotton. High in the air, left side attack. Blocked at the net by Emerson Ahrens. That's her third. 9-8 Burros, they take the lead. I said something about the Burros need to figure out the serve, and they got some of that now, and then you get Ahrens to put up a block like that, and that'll turn some heads. Here's a swing. Line drive served by Anderson, now over. Played high in the air. Left side attacking Brill off a touch. Hofstad digs it up. Kept and free ball over by Devils Lake. Jelmstead kept alive. Ahrens free balls. It's over. 9-9. We're tied up. Set number 3. If I was keeping track of how many times I said tied up tonight, tell you what, that'd be something. I could say that somewhere along the lines. I've got tracks of them, but sure seems like a whole heap. Hofstad, an ace serve. Devils Lake leads it 10-9. Hofstad has been performing outstanding for a sophomore out there for the Devils Lake Firebirds. She'll serve it into the net, and we're tied up at 10s. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Now I got time. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 25 ties tonight, and we're only halfway through set 3. Lots of ties, lots of ties. And neither team wants to pull away from each other. It's entertainment tonight. Casey Hong sent over by Devils Lake. Now picked in the air. Hong swing over here by the play by Emerson Ahrens. A big swing by Devils Lake. It's too strong on a return. The Burros lead it 11-10, set 3. Hong, the senior, will serve again. It's across. It's picked up. Played high in the air, across left side, and Elsberger goes in the net. 12-10 Burros. Casey Hong to serve it again. Timeout, Devils Lake. We'll take it on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seed sales scoreboard. Burros 12 and the Firebirds 10 in set 3. YourLiveEvent.com.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
The agents with answers, Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Nick Preston in Mayville. Nodak Insurance Company with our timeouts here on YourLiveEvent.com. Hillsboro Central Valley 12-10 leaders over the Devils Lake Firebirds here this evening. Devils Lake with that timeout, and Hillsboro Central Valley will be back serving. Doing the serving, Casey Hong out of the timeout. She'll bring it back to center. Picked up in the back row, played by the Firebirds. Now an attack left side. Anderson digs this one up. Left side to Brill. She'll attack it. She gets it. Brill from Tice. 13-10. That in favor of the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Casey Hong will serve it again. 13-10 set 3. Hong's right-handed attack is across. It's picked up Devils Lake back sets and over by Scar. Tice, and that one is Olsen and over. Dug up, Ellsberger, got it. Ellsberger sends it across for the Firebirds. That'll be Wolf with the assist. And Mia Ellsberger, third kill tonight. 13-11 Burrows. Substitution. It's Kaylee Wallen will serve. Sarah Kraft is in for libero Julia McIver on a substitution. Burrows sent over Brill, picked up. Devils Lake, free balls across in the middle. Diving and dug up by Hillsboro Central Valley. 4 hits, no lift is called. 13-12. Burrows by 1, Devils Lake to serve. Serving for the Firebirds will be Kaylee Wallen. Strong serve, received in the middle. Played and is sent over. That time by the Burrows Brill. Returning the favor, and Jelmstead kept alive. Brill punches it over. She went underneath the net just enough. It was caught. 13-13. She did her best to kind of do what a catcher does and frame it up. She did a great job. But tied up now at 13s. Sent over, dug up by the Burrows. Brill through a block attempt is kept alive by the Firebirds, and then Ellsberger sends it through the block. And that one goes Wallen the assist. And Devils Lake leads it 14-13. Just like that, we go back and forth again. Wallen right-hand swing. Dug up back row. Sent by Aarons. And we're going to get 4 hits on the side of the Burrows. 15-13 in favor of Devils Lake. Kaylee Wallen going to swing. Dug up in the back row by Brill. Tice. And then into the net goes Peyton Olsen. 16-13 Devils Lake. Timeout Burrows. Timeout Hillsboro Central Valley on the Tim Cassette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. Devils Lake 16, Hillsboro Central Valley 13. Set 3, matches tied at 1 apiece on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy. Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro is completing post-frame buildings 80 by 80, 80 by 160, even 80 by 200. Need an addition or shop reskin? Cywick Lumber and Hardware has all materials. They'll complete to your customized building requests. Bifold doors, hydro doors for farm buildings, and metal sailed steel for durable construction. Whether it's new, an addition, or a repair, every building project can be done with Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro. All materials, all in one place. Visit or call Cywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
Timeouts brought to you by the Agents with Answers, Nodak Insurance Company, Brad Richter and Nick Preston. Burrows got a side out, and now a block is put up by Peyton Olsen. 16-15, Devils Lake by 1. Devils Lake by 1, set 3, matches tied at 1 apiece. We'll see who's going to come out firing. Elisa Jenin will serve again. Received by the Firebirds, played high, and Ellsberger too long. We're tied up at 16. Ties at 16. Elisa Jenin will serve it again. Jenin bringing the swing from left to right. 16 all. Good one. Dug up by Devils Lake, played in the middle. Now an attack is too strong. 17-16, lead change. Burrows back in front. Set 3, we're getting late. And Elisa Jenin will serve it again. Trying to get some momentum out of the timeout. Serves across. Picked up by Devils Lake. They'll back set. It was a little mishit. Played over. Jelmstead. Jenin left side. Brill, you betcha. Dug up. Can't be saved. Not for lack of effort. Scar went after it. 18-16 Burrows. we'll see how this one goes between these two squads. Swing coming. This one across. It's picked up in the back row by the Firebirds. Now at the net. Punched over by Ellsberger. Yes, it worked. Mia Ellsberger. 18-17. And I believe the last to touch it was Scar. Scar is out. Wolf is out. Rodacker is in, and it's going to be Gibbs in to serve. Let serve received by Jelmstead. Now in the middle, a swing by Olsen. Kept high in the air, and Ellsberger sends it over. Dug up. Played forward by Jelmstead. Now an attack again. This one's Brill, and it's long, and it's 18 all. We are tied up at 18. Burrows and Firebirds. Gibbs, right-hand serve. Dug up by the Burrows. Now played across. Firebirds in the air. Now sets. And a block at the nets by Olsen. Peyton Olsen. Another block for the Burrows. It's 19-18 Hillsboro Central Valley. Brill to serve. Brill to serve here tonight in Buxton. Jump serve coming at you. Dug up, played, back setting. At the net, tipping over, and going to get an antenna touch. No, it's down. The effort at the net, Ellsberger. Tied at 19 now. Set 3, back and forth we go again. Comes a swing from Koos. Picked up for Hillsboro Central Valley, and Jelmstead across. Koos digs it. This will be Gibbs. Left side, Hofstad across. Setting, left side off of a touch. Great effort in front. Played over by Rodacker in 2. Left side an attack. A kill, out. The swing was out by Abby Anderson. She tried to use the pin, couldn't get it. 2019, a lead change. And it's Devil's Lake out in front. Trinity Koos will serve. Someone's going to come out ahead in the match. We're tied at 1s. Serves across, picked up by the Burrows, sent over and out by the Burrows Jenin. She was trying to mix it up. 21-19. Koos will serve, but first a timeout by the Burrows. On the Golden Harvest Tim Cazette seat sales scoreboard, Devils Lake 21, Hillsboro Central Valley 19 on yourliveevent.com.
At Dakota Heritage Bank, we know your schedules can get hectic, and you don't always have time to get to the bank during regular banking hours. We make it easy for you with mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay services that we offer for free. This is Michelle with Dakota Heritage Bank, inviting you to do your banking with us anytime, anywhere. Just go to dhb.bank or download the mobile app for convenient on-the-go banking, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back out of the timeout from the agents with answers in Trail County, and how about this? A short serve, ace serve for Trinity Koos. They dialed up a good one, did the Firebirds in that timeout. 22-19 in set 3. Here's Koos again. Power. Jelmstead. Saved. Now can they play it over? Peyton Olsen does so. Wow. Nice rally. Now a set, and Hofstad into the net. 22-20. Can the Burrows capitalize on getting it back now? Devils Lake had them nearly dead to rights here in set 3. Can the Burrows battle back? Here's Jelmstead. Serve is coming at Koos in the back row. Played and now freeballed over. Jelmstead. Left side, Abby Anderson off the pin. Dug up, kept alive. Now a lefty swing is dug up by the Burrows. Brill. And then we're going to get a kill. Tice, that one goes for a kill. All right. 22-21, Burrows trail by 1, and here's Jelmstead. Jelmstead serve, back row is dug up by McIver. Left side, Hofstad's dug up by the Burrows. Played Anderson, here's Brill. Dumping it over, kept alive, played forward. Hofstad back over the shoulder, diving at the net. We got a little battle. Hofstad, Jelmstead, now back setting Brill and over by Anderson. Off kilter, out of system. Let's see what happens. Sent over by the Firebirds. Good rally happening for these two squads. Mid-range kill by Tice. And we're tied up at 22 because we should be tied at 20. Why not? Jelmsted's going to serve. Knotted at 22s. Good serve here. Picked up by Coos, now played in the middle. Blocked by Cotton at the net for the Burros. Setting. Hofstad tipping. Returned by the Burros' Anderson. Hofstad left side at the net. Dug up by Jelmsted. Here's Cotton, and at the net, tipping out. 23-22, the Burros lead it. Jelmsted gonna serve. 23-22, timeout taken by the Firebirds. Tim Cassette, Golden Harvest Seed Sales Scoreboard. Burros by 1, late set 3 on yourliveevent.com.
Halstead Telephone Company delivers fast broadband internet, telephone, and cable TV to residents in this region, including Halstead, Shelley, Neilsville, Climax, Fisher, Bigland, Gentilly in Minnesota, and Hillsboro, Caledonia, Gardner, and Argosville, North Dakota. Serving the area residents since 1904, Halstead Telephone continues to create a bright future for this region using 100% fiber optic technology. Service plans offer flexibility and choices, and there's local support personnel ready to help. Contact Halstead Telephone Company today.
The agents with answers in Trail County, Nodak Insurance Company, Brad Richter, Nick Preston. Out of the timeout, Burros by 1, 23-22, Devils Lake setting. Here's Hofstad at the net, couldn't get it over. It's 24-22, the Burros have set point. They came back down 22-19, and they're trying to rally it off. Aaliyah Jelmsted will serve. A chance to shut it down here in set 3 and force set 4 with the lead. Jelmsted serve. This one's across, picked up, set high in the air. Hofstad over, diving Burros, can't play it off the net. 24-23. Side out, and it'll be Devils Lake back to serve. McIver will serve right to left, a chance to extend. Burros still with set point. Terminate one. They can. Cotton sends it over and got it. Chloe Tice with the assist. Paige Cotton with the kill. 25-23. Burros take it 25-23 over Devils Lake and now lead the match 2-1. In between set update is brought to you by Ryan Updahl, Farmers Unit Insurance Agency in Hillsboro. And, again, a nice back and forth tilt here. Plenty of ties, but both teams had runs to take the lead for good, but couldn't do it. And in the end, the Burros get the last laugh and hang on 25-23 over Devils Lake. Set 4 coming up with the Burros leading 2-1 on yourliveevent.com. Our in-between set update from Ryan Updahl Agency, Farmers Unit Insurance, Hillsboro.
At Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks, they make sure your vehicle gets the best standard of care to get it back on the road as quickly as possible. Lonnie and his team are some of the most highly trained in the industry. With state-of-the-art technology and superior products, your vehicle will leave in great condition. With their drive-in claims area, the process is smooth and easy. Let Abra Auto Body and Glass in Grand Forks provide you and your vehicle with premium care and attention. Open 8 to 5:30 Monday through Friday. Abra Auto Body and Glass of Grand Forks.
Fall is here, and that means harvest will ramp up quickly. How did your planter do this spring? Did you have the correct down pressure? Was your singulation spot on? Did you need row cleaners or a better closing system? This is Chris from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer, and we are here to help. Discounts, 0% financing, and $50 per row rebates on most all systems will give you the tools to improve your planter pass. Give us a call at 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Have a safe and profitable harvest.
Farming today doesn't always feel the same way it used to. Then again, some of it feels all the same. Maybe it isn't so much the jobs that changed, but how they get done. Now that's a different story. Everything got bigger and smaller at the same time. Insurance, accounting, and taxes can get complicated, so you need someone who's looking to keep every dollar possible in your pocket. Ag Country.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Let's get this fourth set underway. Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Devils Lake. HCV wins the third set, 25-23, and they lead the match 2-1. Set 4 is about to begin. Elisa Jenin will serve from left to right. I'm Kevin Kochman. Joining me tonight running camera this evening for the broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com is Amelia Adams. There's a kill for Mia Ellsberger to start things off. And the Devils Lake Firebirds will get things going with a side out and a 1-0 lead here in set 4. Serving for Devils Lake. Got an attack here by Koos, but it goes into the net. We're tied at ones in set 4. Sure. Serving will be Malia Brill for Hillsboro Central Valley. Brill's serve is coming across. Received by the Firebirds, passing, swinging, kill good. That one goes for Emma Hofstede. Pass that time came from the Firebirds and Sarah Kraft. 2-1 Devils Lake. Firebirds going to serve. It's the libero McIver sending it over. Burrows left side, attacking Anderson. Dug up McIver. Can't be played by the Firebirds, however. Fantastic connection. Tice, Anderson. We're tied up at 2. Tied up again, Dave. Can't believe it. Might as well. See what happens. Jelmsted's going to serve. It'll be picked up by the Firebirds. Played, now sent over by Hofstede. Cotton will punch it across. Dug up by the Firebirds back row. Played by Gibbs, now attacking and over. Diving effort by the Burrows. Played, kept alive, and sent across. Now it'll be Gibbs. Left side, Hofstede. Wide. Burrows lead at 3-2. Jelmsted will go back and serve it once more. Burrows leading it 3-2 in set number 4. Jelmsted going to swing it away. Picked up. Played high in the air and swung over. And it'll go on a nice return by Trinity Koos. We're tied at 3. We'll see Brinley Wolf serve away. Wolf serve, dug up. Burrows, left side, Anderson, yes. Abby Anderson, kill number 8. That was Jenin with the assist. 4-3 Hillsboro Central Valley, and we'll see Tice step back to serve for the Burrows. Burrows leading at 4-3. Scoreboard operator has not caught up with it yet. Although Devils Lake had a question mark there. Getting the substitution. Well, just didn't catch. I get the points correct here. It's 4-3 in favor of the Burrows. Devils Lake's coach got a question here. Coach Hanlon's got a conversation here at the score table. Not sure of their concerns right now, but discussion nonetheless. I'm just concerned that the score hasn't been updated. This leads me to wonder, what could it be? We're broadcasting from the Ryan Updahl Farmers Union Insurance broadcast booth, Farmers Union Insurance in Hillsboro, 701-436-5777. Ryan Updahl Agency, Farmers Union Insurance, downtown Hillsboro. Stick around during our post-game report. We'll talk about our play of the game from Agassiz Precision Ag. Have our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection, Enbridge Energy player of the game announcement, plus the Dakota Heritage Bank post-game coaches interviews and post-game interviews. Stick around for all of that coming up in our post-game whenever we get there. Meanwhile, discussion. Scores book, stats on the sideline. Scorebook stats on the score table. And I'm just waiting for a point to show up here. Now the official is having a conversation with Burrows coach Katie Stabler. We'll get this sorted out. We'll come back. YourLiveEvent.com.
No job too big,
No call too small. Bears Home Solutions handles it all. You need a bear in there, oh yeah. Keeping homes just right with expert care. Let our stars guide you when repairs scare. You need a bear in there.
Check out bearshomesolutions.com.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley schools are glad to have students and staff back in the classroom and in activities. If you have questions in regards to the activity schedule for either school, the boroughs want you to visit hillsboroK12.com or centralvalleynd.com and click on the HCV Athletics tab. The schedules and calendars are posted each day, too. The school websites for Hillsboro and Central Valley are valuable resources for the community. Visit them often for updated information, daily announcements, and contact information. It's all of the school websites for Hillsboro and Central Valley school districts.
Back here out of the timeout, and timeouts are brought to you by the Nodak Insurance Agents with Answers. And there's the scores corrected now. It's 4-3 Burrows. I still don't know what all the hubbub was at the scores table, but they're going to keep going. And I appreciate those tuning in and getting a correction for us. I've been saying an incorrect last name here. Kaylee Whalen from Whalen for Devil's Lake. I appreciate the update. Thank you very much for that. Thanks for tuning in wherever you are. We appreciate it. I was going off of what I was told, so I'm grateful for the correction. Sorry about that. It's going to be a swing here by Hofstad across for the Devils Lake Firebirds as they try to battle back. Trailing by one here in this fourth set. Trailing in the match 2-1. Nice volley back and forth. Burrows left side. Abby Anderson dumps it over. Now high in the air is Wolf. In the middle, sent over by Whalen. And now will be returned high in the air. Scar. Left side attack. Blocked at the net by Aarons. Now right side sent over. Picked up in the back row by the Burrows, off balance, and Jelmstead sends it across. Picked up on the receive by the Firebirds, and an attack by Hofstad. We're going to get a net violation on Hillsboro Central Valley. And so all that for naught. Emerson Aarons had a block in the mix there, and now it's all tied up at fours. Burrows and Firebirds. And we'll see back to serve Brindley Wolf. Wolf swing, dug up by the Burrows, played, and a swing this time on a return by Anderson is out. 5-4, a lead change. Devils Lake. We'll see Brindley Wolf serve it. Wolf gonna send it. Picked up left side, now popped in the air and sent over. And it's gonna be a tip kill. It'll go for Emerson Aarons. 5-5. We're all knotted up at fives. Say these two teams are evenly matched is an understatement. Here's Abby Anderson. Let serve received in the middle. Wolf, Hofstad, dug up off the rafters. Not even rafters, that's off of a light. And that is Hofstad really connecting one. Holy cats. 6-5, Devils Lake. Hofstad going to serve. Hofstad's serve is across. It's picked up. Back setting. Swung over. Dug up. Devils Lake going to go with an attack right side. Hofstad, yes. Wolf to Hofstad did it again. 7-5, Devils Lake. Could they be setting up what would be a fifth set tonight? Guess we'll find out. Serve is a short serve, dug up, played, left side attacking, and a little tip kill, dump kill is in for Brill. From Tice. 7-6, Devils Lake. Casey Hong will serve. Hong will come left to right. Hong's serve is over, dug up by Devils Lake in the middle, free balled. And across, off the rafters again. 8-6. Both teams are having trouble with the ball bouncing off the rafters and ceiling here at Central Valley tonight. Serving. Whalen for Devils Lake. It's across, picked up. Setting high and swinging is Olson. Dug up, kept alive, and a swing this time is up And returned by Emerson Aarons with a block. 8-7, Burros trail by 1. As we'll see Whalen check out for Devils Lake, and in will be Elon Scar. Abby Anderson sends it over. Dug up. Played. Swung over. No lift call. Played over by Anderson. Dug up back row by the Firebirds. Back setting. Off balance, off of a touch. Bodies everywhere. Burros are going to be in trouble. Can they get it over? And they do! Wow, what a rally! That's over. Firebirds send it back. Now it's going to be at the net. Olsen played it back into the center and couldn't get it over. Nice rally, 9-7. Firebirds leading the Burros, set 4. And we'll see a substitution. Wolf exits. Rodacker checks back in. Ellsberger is in. Gibbs serving. Received, setting, left side, Olsen over. Diving, dug up by Devils Lake and sent across. High in the air. High, back pass. Tice too strong. 10-7 Devils Lake. And these two teams most recently in their last action both went 5 against Harvey Wells County. Both ended up on the losing end. There's a serve coming from Gibbs for Devils Lake. Diving, Jelmstead. Olsen plays it now, returned by Brill. In the middle, sent over by Kraft. Dug up, kept alive, and played over by Anderson. Gibbs, left side attack by Ellsberger. Into the net. 10-8 Devils Lake, leading Hillsboro Central Valley. Who's going to want it more here in this fourth set? Malia Brill will come with a right-hand swing. Short serve. It's kept alive by Devils Lake and blocked at the net by Olsen. Return. Firebirds send it over. Now Jelmstead misplayed it. And it's 11-8 side out Devils Lake. Peyton Olsen had a block. That's 5 here tonight. We're going to see Coos back in to serve. Jelmstead. Jenin and over by Hillsboro Central Valley, but it's strong. That was a return, that time by Kenna Culp, who got some chances. 12-8 Devils Lake leads. Their timeouts are brought to you by Nodak Insurance. Brad Richter, Nick Preston, the agents with answers. 12-8 Devils Lake, set 4 on the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette seat sales scoreboard.
New inventory of trailers at Bloomfield Enterprises of Hillsboro. You can see the latest inventory online at bloomfieldtrailers.com. Bloomfield Enterprises has a full line of Big Tex trailers. Big Tex has affordable and versatile utility trailers for all your jobs. Big Tex has a full line of products from ATV trailers to gooseneck to dump trailers and more. Call Larry at 218-368-7989 or Tim at 701-430-0877. Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro.
Back out of the timeout, Hillsboro Central Valley will come back onto the floor. Devils Lake back onto the floor. The Firebirds leading 12-8 here in this fourth set tonight in volleyball. Hillsboro Central Valley leads the match 2-1. Serving, Coos. Line drive serve is dug up off the back row. Played ahead to Anderson. Now free balled over by Jenin. Setting high. Left side, Hofstad off of a touch. You betcha. Emma Hofstad. 15, or make it 10 kills, and Alex Gibbs the assist. 13-8 in Devils Lake. Just might be settling into a run here. Serve is a short serve, dug up. Going to be left side attacking. That one by Abby Anderson, denied by the net, 14-8. Coos will serve right to left. Coos will serve right to left in favor of the Devils Lake Firebirds. Right side attack. Kept alive, left side, now swinging here. Down the line, this one is out. And Devils Lake with the point, 15-8. They're on a run. They're on a run. Coos will send it. Across. Setting high, left side attacking, dug up. Now an attack off of a touch, kept alive, but not well enough. Hofstad again. 16-8, Devils Lake. Timeout, Burrows. They'll try one more. On the Tim Kazette Golden Harvest Seed Sales scoreboard. Devils Lake 16, Hillsboro Central Valley 8, set 4. As the Burros lead the match 2-1 on yourliveevent.com.
Looking to tackle a big building project or a major fall cleanup? Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro has what you need. 40 dumpster roll-off boxes that are on hand, ready for rent. Need building materials? They'll deliver everything you need for your project and bring the dumpster at the same time for maximum convenience. If it's time for fall cleaning, rent a large dumpster and clear out your space with ease. For rentals of your dumpsters and building needs, your one-stop shop for your projects, Sywick Lumber and Hardware Hillsboro.
The agents with answers in Trail County, Nodak Insurance Company, Brad Richter in Mayville, or in Hillsboro, Nick Preston in Mayville. The agents with answers with our timeout. Devils Lake 16-8 leading Hillsboro Central Valley. And the service coming across. It's picked up by the Burros. Trying to break this streak that Devils Lake is currently on with Trinity Coos serving the volleyball. Hofstad will free ball it around the antenna. Picked up. Setting in the middle, Peyton Olson will put it down. The kill from Jennings' assist. 16-9. Devils Lake leading Hillsboro Central Valley, but the streak by Coos has come to an end. Now Aaliyah Jelmstead will try to start one for the Burros. Serve is across. It's picked up in the back row by McIver. Sent over, dug up by the Burros. Played high in the air and now over. Devils Lake plays it back into the middle. Sent high. Right side attack. Big swing, dug up. Hillsboro Central Valley plays it across. Firebirds played in the middle. Now sent over. Jelmstead kept alive. Jenin now over Anderson. Dug up in the back row by Coos. Now a short return picked up by the Burros. Jelmstead. Anderson sends it over. Setting high. Left side. Hofstad returned by the Burros. That time Cotton. Hillsboro Central Valley plays it into the middle and sent over. Long rally here. Sent across after McIver. Punched over by Hofstad, and eventually Devils Lake couldn't handle it. 16-10. Devils Lake leading Hillsboro Central Valley, and you need one to start. Here's Jelmstead serving. Burros are out of timeouts, by the way, here in set 4, just as a reminder. Short serve, dug up. Hofstad, she'll get it back. Blocked at the net, but it's out. Hofstad's kill is good. Hofstad with the kill. And that time, Coos had the assist. 17-10. McIver will serve. Sent across. Picked up, left side. And the Burros can't get that one over. 18-10, Devils Lake. Here in set number 4. McIver to serve it again. Right-hand serve is across. It's picked up, and it's an ace serve by McIver, 19-10. And Devils Lake, let's see the Burros make a substitution. Chastity Rodacker checks out, or checks in rather, and no, check that. Katie Spokley checks in. Exiting was Abby Anderson. Sent over by the Burros. Played Devils Lake high in the air and over. Kill good. It's going to be Gibbs. Gibbs to Hofstad that time. That's right, 20-10. And another serve coming for McIver. It's across. It's picked up by the Burros, but in the middle and nobody home there. Looks like the Burros kind of are just number one out of system. Looks like they're maybe losing. It seems like they've lost interest. A little focus here. Time to dial that up. As back in will be Abby Anderson. Katie Spokley checks back out. We'll see here as McIver serves another one at Anderson. High in the air, Anderson comes with a shot. Nice angle. Now it'll be Hofstad returning. A block at the net by the Burros. Cotton. Now a block at the net. Cotton. Returned by the Firebirds. And now a block at the net by Hofstad. Diving effort. Hofstad in the air. Now we'll see McIver push it over. Dumped into the middle. Played. Left side, Anderson. Dug up. Back row. Played by the Firebirds and over. This time dug up by the Burros, back setting. Right side attack is going to be a net violation on Devils Lake, 21-11. So Hofstad had a block, you had Cotton with a block, and I think Cotton ended up with 2, if I'm not mistaken. It's a long rally for this guy to remember what happened exactly. Chloe Tice will serve for the Burros. 21-11 Devils Lake here in set 4, trying to get to set 5. Burros lead the match 2-1. Now we've got a question. And it's question at the scorer's table. So we'll see how this one goes. Coach Stabler is asking the questions. Unsure of what they're discussing. But discussion is happening, no doubt. We're trying to track down something, maybe, or not. I don't know. We gotta mic these people up down there. Oh, we got a wet floor issue. My heavens. Well, with that being said, we'll take a timeout. Timeouts are brought to you by Nodak Insurance Agents, the agents with answers in Trail County. Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Nick Preston in Mayville. YourLiveEvent.com. Devils Lake trying to take set 4, but we've got a perspiration timeout. We'll be back after this.
Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, North Dakota has adapted to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. Production of edible beans helps many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operation more profitable. These growers are also producing a nutritious, high-protein food source helping feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton with receiving stations in Garski, Grafton, Larimore, Sharon, Devils Lake, Lincoln, Wilton, and East Grand Forks. Learn more at centralvalleybean.com or call 701-847-2622.
Back out of our perspiration break, it has been cleaned up. Kudos to the towel. Now we get back on the floor. Will Hillsboro Central Valley will serve, and Chloe Tice will send it across out of this timeout. Now it'll be Hofstad sending it over, dug up by Anderson, and it falls. 22-11, Devils Lake leading Hillsboro Central Valley in set 4. Firebirds trying to force this 5th set, and it looks like they will, but it ain't over. Brindley Wolf will serve. Wolf will serve. Right-hand serve coming at you. It's dug up in the back row by the Burros. Anderson, now Tice, now Paige Cotton, dug up by Devils Lake. Wolf, left side, an attack is returned by the Burros. Emerson Aarons at the net with Paige Cotton. Abby Anderson off a touch. It's dug up here by Coos. Right side, now it'll be Scar across. Aarons played. Free ball over by Jelmstead. Picked up back row. Now in the middle, an attack into the nets. That time off the swing by Kaylee Whalen. 22-12. Devils Lake leading Hillsboro Central Valley. Hillsboro Central Valley to serve. Abby Anderson set to serve. This one across is picked up by the Firebirds. Now an attack into the nets. 22-13. Devils Lake leading Hillsboro Central Valley. The Burros trying to come back. Anderson will serve it again. Picked up at the net, played over by Cotton. High in the air, right side. Hofstad through the block attempt, kill good. That was McIver the assist and Emma Hofstad the kill. 23-13. Devils Lake trying to again put the axe to this one. They'll serve. Hofstad serve is an ace serve. And Devils Lake is in set point. 24-13. Set point for the Firebirds who showed out here in set 4. Short serve into the net. 24-14. Hofstad was trying to play it quick at the net. Nope, doesn't go. The service error gives it back to the Burros. The next side out. Devils Lake wins it. And we go to set 5. Here's Casey Hong serving. Hong has a chance to extend. It's received. Played up front. Back setting, swinging, kill, good. So Wolf assists to Scar. 25-14 Devils Lake over Hillsboro Central Valley to force a 5th set. The in-between set update brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance Hillsboro, Ryan Updahl Agency. And it was really the Devils Lake show after 5 ties early, a lead change at 6-5, and it never was returned. And the Burros really had some tough stretches there, but Devils Lake found a way, and they got their typicals going. The hits were going, but Burroughs' errors serving whenever they had a chance could not extend the night. So we go to set 5, all knotted up at 2 sets apiece after the Devils Lake 25-14 set 4 victory. Set 5 is coming up from Buxton next. YourLiveEvent.com and the Golden Harvest Tim Cassette Seat Sales Scoreboard.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call the City of Hillsboro for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
Set 5, Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Devils Lake. Welcome back to Buxton. Kevin Kochman, Amelia Adams helping with the camera tonight as we bring you the coverage on YourLiveEvent.com. Set 5, Burroughs and Firebirds. Someone's going to get off the schneid here tonight with a victory. Firebirds serve is across, picked up to start set 5. Left side, Aaron's blocked at the net. Chastity Rodacker with the block. Devils Lake leads it. Gibbs right to left will serve. It's a cross picked up by Jelmstead, now setting in the middle, and an attack into the net by Olsen. 2-0 Devils Lake. Firebirds will serve it again, leading 2-0. Serve coming into the net. 2-1. Hillsboro Central Valley uses the air to get it back. Serving. Brill picked up in the back row. Right hand attack is dug up. Burroughs played it. Left side attack over by Hillsboro Central Valley, and Brill now in the middle. Big swing, but it's blocked. Abby Anderson, and she'll stand back and return. Left side over by Ellsberger. Anderson, then over by Jenin. Tipped across here by the Firebirds and Hofstad. Now returned by Jelmstead. High in the air. Left side attack dug up. Jelmstead plays it. Left side attack over. Back setting. Played across by Rodacker. Dug up. Right side attack is going to go. It falls. Aaron's going to get it. Emerson Aarons with the kill. The assist eventually to Jenin. And we are tied at 2 here in set 5. Burroughs and Firebirds. Who's serving? Malia Brill will go back to serve left to right. Brill going to serve. Good one. Just oofta. They call it an ace. 3-2. Brill serves. This one in for sure. Picked up. Now it'll be over. Back row, Jelmstead setting. Ahrens through a block attempt and over. Now an attack left side and ping pong around and out. And now the Burros will try to return. Abby Anderson gets a kill. Wow, okay. Take advantage of a chance. 4-2. And Brill goes back to serve it again. Malia Brill serving for the Burros, leading 4-2 in the fifth set. Here's Brill. Ace serve for Malia Brill. 5-2 Burros, leading Devils Lake in the fifth set. We're going to get a timeout, Devils Lake. Timeouts from Nodak Insurance Company in Trail County. Brad Richter in Hillsboro, Nick Preston in Mayville. The agents with answers. Burros 5, Firebirds 2, set 5. First to 15 on yourliveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Visit with Ryan Opdahl, your local Farmers Union insurance agent in Hillsboro.
5-2 out of the timeout. Hillsboro Central Valley leads Devils Lake here in the fifth set. Brill serves again. Right side attack for Devils Lake. Burrows free ball it across. Now Hofstad returns it. Jelmstead for the Burrows left side. Now an attack left side by Abby Anderson. Anderson from Jenin. 6-2. Both teams have shown that they've had moments. Got to capitalize when you can. Anderson serves. Received by Devils Lake. Setting. Now in the middle. Too strong on the attack. That hit from Kraft was long. 7-2. And a no-doubter. Anderson will serve it again. Burrows 7-2 leaders in set 5. Anderson with a serve. Good one. Picked up in the back row. Hofstad back setting. Now tipping over. Good one. Mia Elsberger, her 7th kill. That time was Hofstad pass. 7-3. Burrows leading. Firebirds. Trinity Coos, who had the big serve streak in set 4. She returns to serve here. Coos serve off of Jelmstead. This one off of Olsen, and the Burros are not going to play it over. 7-4, Hillsboro Central Valley. Coos and the Firebirds look to make a run. This one wide and out. 8-4 Burros get it back on the air. Jelmstead will serve. 8-4 Burros lead Devils Lake in the fifth set. Decisive fifth set. Jelmstead serves. It's going to be picked up by McIver. Now played. Now over by Hofstad. Dug up. Played across by Ahrens. In the middle, tipping. Got a little battle in the middle now. Ahrens will push it up. And off balance, Brill. Setting. Left side, Hofstad. Blocked by Ahrens. Quick in the middle, and a lift is called on Devils Lake. Double hit, 9-4. And there was a block in there by Ahrens. Jelmstead to serve. 9-4. Jelmstead. Serve is across, picked up by Devils Lake. Now setting, left side attacking. Hofstad dug up by Jelmstead off the rafters. Kept alive this time by the Burros. Free balled over by Cotton. Little collision. Everybody's all right. Now playing it. Oh, we're going to get Devils Lake called with a lift. 10-4. Timeout, Devils Lake. Burros lead 10-4 in the fifth set. On the Golden Harvest Timp Gazette seed sales scoreboard, your timeouts are brought to you by Nick Preston, Brad Richter, the Agents with Answers, Nodak Insurance Company, Agents with Answers in Trail County.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Timeouts from Brad Richter, Nick Preston, Nodak Insurance, the agents with answers. 10-4. Hillsboro Central Valley leads Devils Lake in a battle to the 15 mark here in set 5. Who's going to finish it off? And Aaliyah Jelmstead is wanting to do that. Here's a jump serve. Too strong. The timeout was perfect there by Devils Lake. It worked. Serving for the Firebirds will be Julia McIver. 10-5, Burrows, and McIver serves. Dug up, back row. Played. Right-hand attack by Emerson Aarons. That's her 6th. 11-5, Burrows. Substitutions, Chloe Tice will serve. 11-5, Burrows. Tice right-hand swing, dug up by Devils Lake. Played, passing, tipping over, off a touch. Anderson, Tice, right side, to kill attempt by Culp. Kept alive, but not well enough. 12-5, Burrows. Wow. Tice will serve again. Serve is across, picked up. Played, swung, dug up, kept alive. No, it's a big play that time by Chastity Rodacker for Devils Lake to extend. 12-6 Burrows. Firebirds in on sub-rotations, and Brinley Wolf will serve it away. Wolf, right-hand attack is dug up by the Burrows Anderson. Tice back to Anderson and into the net. 12-7. Oh, Nelly, don't go anywhere. Brinley Wolf. Devils Lake will serve it away. Serve is across. This will be Jelmstead off the rafters. Burrow's not home. Time the rafter hits the rafters, it's like everybody's still. So, Wolf will serve it again. 12-8. Burrows leading the Firebirds. Right-hand swing. Out. 13-8 Burrows. And Abby Anderson will serve from left to right. Anderson serves for the Burrows. This one across is picked up by the Firebirds. A quick across. Dug up, played high in the air, left side attacking, and that one is strong. 13-9. Devils Lake hanging in there, and serving will be Emma Hofstad. Trying to make a run now. Serves across. Picked up. Anderson. Dice, then over by Brill. Swung over by the Firebirds. Received by Jelmstead. That hit from Scar. In the middle, it falls. Nobody's home. Cotton from Tice. Burrows have set and match point at 14-9, and serving will be Casey Hong. Chance to wrap it up for the Burrows if they can do it right here. 14-9 in a 5th set. Here's Hong's serve. It's across. It's picked up by the Firebirds in the middle. Setting, Brinley Wolf, left side. Oh, they go into the net, and that's it. 15-9. Hillsboro Central Valley wins their first regulation match of the season. Set scores 25-18, 21-25, 25-23, 14-25, 15-9. Hillsboro Central Valley earns victory tonight over the Devils Lake Firebirds on yourliveevent.com. Hillsboro Central Valley wins this one here tonight in a battle in the region. We'll take a timeout. Our post-game report is on the way. yourliveevent.com. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Fireworks and sports stuff in the same store? That's right. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro. Come in and browse the sports cards and memorabilia and fireworks at the same time. Unopened packs and boxes of sports cards, plus pre-owned cards as well. Jersey, swatch, autograph cards, lots of Twins, Vikings, Wolves, Wild, Lynx, and North Stars memorabilia, bobbleheads, caps, and more. Call anytime, 701-436-6140. Great Plains Fireworks and Sports Collectibles, Hillsboro.
The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club is made up of parents, fans, and community members who work together to build team and community spirit. The Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsboro and Central Valley students in their school activities and encourage all students to be involved in the activities at your school. Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. Wishing all of the students, teachers, staff, and administration a successful new school year from the Hillsboro Central Valley Booster Club.
Goose River Bank is here for the communities we serve, building relationships that last a lifetime. Serving the strong Red River Valley and beyond, we are your neighbors, friends, and family, committed to providing everything from everyday personal banking to loans for your farm or business. Visit one of our locations in Mayville, Hillsboro, or Hatton, or reach out and we'll happily come to you, because it's the neighborly thing to do. Goose River Bank. Strong bank, strong communities.
I was visiting with Ben at the Hillsboro Body Shop, and we discussed, well, a lot of things. And then we were discussing, when do you think about the body shop? Most times it's after your vehicle gets damaged from an accident, hitting a deer, hailstorms, scratches, dents, windshield cracks. Ben says, beep. I say, when you need the repairs to your vehicle as you're thinking of the Hillsboro Body Shop, call Ben. 701-636-4981.
Hillsboro Campground and Laundry is conveniently located right off I-29 exit 104, offering spacious pull-through sites large enough to accommodate Class A rigs with tow cars. Laundry services open 24/7, serving both our campground guests and local community. And for extra flexibility, furnished rentals are available up to 3 bedrooms, perfect for overflow guests or housing your harvest crew. Whether you're here for a night or a season, Hillsboro Campground has you covered.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
We're back on the postgame report on YourLiveEvent.com following Hillsboro Central Valley's victory 3-2 over Devils Lake. 25-18, 21-25, 25-23, 14-25, 15-9. Burrows earned the victory tonight, and it was back and forth. Tons of ties here tonight. Both teams well balanced. In set 4, Devils Lake ran away. All of a sudden, kind of dull for the Burrows. They awoke in the 5th set. After a 2-2 tie, they ran a 7-2 lead. Hung on for the victory and improved with the win here. 3-6 now as Devils Lake drops to 7-5 with the loss. A battle tonight. Burrows win on home court as we get a chance to get into our post-game show and our players of the game from Enbridge Energy. And we're going to bring in Emerson Aarons to join us and chat here. And, well, congratulations to you and your teammates. How does this feel?
Feels really good.
As it should. It's hard to win any sport.
Yeah.
Your team has battled. You've also faced some tough competition. How good does this feel to come out on top?
Very good, especially after the last few games we've had. This is definitely feels really good.
It should be. Your role when you come in, you're in frontline play.
Yeah.
And you've really in the 2 matches I've seen, you come along. Your teammates are coming along.
Yeah.
Is it more fun to block a shot or to get a kill?
Definitely get a kill. I think the team really just comes around you and just really cheers, and it just feels really good.
It looked like there was moments where you guys celebrated out there.
For sure.
And it seems odd, right? But to be able to do that and just kind of get in a rhythm, you were able to develop that tonight.
Yeah.
Where do you feel your teammates have to improve now moving forward? Where's your biggest areas of improvement?
I feel like once we get really low or like we're down a few points, we lose a lot of energy and like communication. And we just have to remember like to celebrate the little things and not just like big kills. And just like even if you mess up, you can still keep going.
Absolutely, absolutely. Tonight, I mean, did you guys have a feeling that things were going your way or going to go your way tonight?
I think we definitely, after watching film, they're around our level, I would say, and it was just, I think in any game you can really go out there and win if you really try, and I think we really picked it up, especially at the end, and yeah.
You finished strong.
Yeah.
The fourth set had me a little bit worried.
Me too.
Okay, I'm glad I wasn't the only one. I was just talking, as you come up here, I was thinking to myself, last time I talked to Emerson Aarons in person, she was Emmy Aarons, and she was in first grade at Norman County West.
Emmy, yeah.
And it was good times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad to say your interviewing skills are still top-notch, because you're a memorable Christmas with the Kids interview I had back in the day. I'm just saying.
Thank you.
I'm sure I have a copy somewhere, too, because of these moments. Big-time celebrity like you.
Okay.
Congratulations. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
We'll see you again.
Yeah.
You got it. Emerson Aarons joining us. She's one of our Enbridge Energy Player of the Games. We'll have more to come here in the post-game report after the Burrows' victorious win here tonight over Devils Lake, 3-2.
Keep yourself healthy as we head back to school and into the autumn season. Hillsboro Drug and Gift is your locally owned full-service pharmacy with prescription and over-the-counter medications, cough and cold medications, and more. And don't forget, you can now text Hillsboro Drug anytime for your prescription refills, 701-636-5231. Hillsboro Drug also offers free delivery in Hillsboro and Halstead. There's always something new at Hillsboro Drug with a great selection of seasonal items, gifts, and cards for all occasions. They're always happy to help you, and they thank you for your business at Hillsboro Drug and Gift.
Enbridge Energy Players the game. Trying to get a little better view of everybody here on yourliveevent.com. Following Hillsboro Central Valley's 3-2 victory over Devils Lake. Let's bring in more of our post-game players interviews and our Enbridge Energy Player of the game, Casey Hong. To you and your teammates, congrats. How does this feel to come out victorious on a long marathon night?
It feels extremely great. We had to fight through a lot of adversity, but in the end, it's all worth it. We just keep fighting, and every match, I feel like we're just getting better and better, and that's what we need to do as a team.
Set 4, things got away. And sometimes it happens where you just get into a rut or something happens, you just can't get out of it. I get that. How difficult or how much of a challenge did you get from the coaching staff in between sets 4 and 5 to come out and go out and get this one? Maybe it wasn't that much of a chat. I don't know.
It was. I just felt like as a team, we were just like, we were obviously devastated, and we were just like, this is it. We got to go. We got to give it our all. We can't sit back and just let them run over us. We got to take control of the game.
And you found a way. You guys went on and got a 7-2 run to get in that fifth set. Good stuff. Now, everybody was wearing purple tonight. You got the purple bands going on in the hair and everything tonight. And this was an effort in the community, an effort for the community and the schools. But for Maya Ulrich, your teammate as a statistician, how much were you guys pulling for her, pulling for the cause, backing each other up this way? It seemed like it brought everybody together tonight.
We're a very supportive community, I feel like. Whether it's someone on the court or someone off the court, we're just always rooting for that person.
And you guys came together tonight, and you end up with a victory.
Yes, we did.
Hey, Casey, to your team, congratulations. Enjoy this one, and good luck here next week when you're back in action.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Casey Hong joining us. She's our Enbridge Energy Player of the game as well. Hillsboro Central Valley, 3-2 over the Devils Lake Firebirds tonight on yourliveevent.com. Stay around. We have post-game coaches' comments and more on the way.
Welcome to the city of Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity. Here, you don't just find a house, you find a quality of life. Safe neighborhoods, affordable living, and a community that treats your family like their own. Build your dream home with lots starting at an attractive price and enjoy homeowner incentives and grant funds to help make it yours. Come live, work, and thrive in Hillsboro, where you don't just live, you belong. The Hillsboro Vets Club thanks you for your support of their activities and events. Stop in and to check out their new menu. Enjoy the Vets Club appetizers every Wednesday from 5 till 7. And as I've said many times, they have the best roasted chicken around. Enjoy roasted chicken every Saturday from 5:30 till 7:30. Get there early because sometimes it's gone early because it is the best roasted chicken. Fries and coleslaw also available with this meal every Saturday. Dine in or take out. The Hillsboro Vets Club.
Back on the postgame report on YourLiveEvent.com here tonight following Hillsboro Central Valley's 3-2 victory over Devils Lake. On YourLiveEvent.com, postgame coaches, comments, and player interviews brought to you by Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Dakota Heritage Bank, DHB.bank. Let's talk to Katie Stabler, head coach of the Burros. Hillsboro Central Valley outlasting Devils Lake tonight. It was not easy, Coach, but you guys got it done.
Yeah, it was great to get that first victory, that first match win for us. In times it looked good, and other times it wasn't as pretty. But to come off with the win in a 5-set match at home was great.
No doubt. A lot of ties.
Yes.
Dave Nelson sitting next to me, and at one point in the third set, I said, boy, I've been saying that a lot, and I counted back, and there were midway through the third set, there were 25 ties.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, and it wasn't over, but then the fourth set happened, and there weren't many ties in the fourth set.
No, there was not.
What happened in the fourth set?
Our pass was not there. Our communication kind of stopped, and girls stepped back. You know what I mean? And they were aggressive, and we weren't in return. And that kind of that's what's going to happen when you do that. And so we've got to make sure that that we can get back and rally. We can get our energy up on our court, better our pass, think about what we're doing. I think we just were sticking arms out today. It's like, what the world? Where did these one-handed things come from? I don't know. We don't practice that every day, I promise.
Okay.
But I thought they came out after that fourth set where we didn't have that momentum. With that fifth set, got that momentum and just ran with it.
I asked Casey Hung, I said, what did you guys talk about in between fourth and fifth? And because you had burned out your timeouts, you're like, come on, kids. I'm sure here's what I was thinking you were saying. All right, got to do something here.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you talked about in between sets. And if it doesn't always have to be rah-rah. Sometimes you just need to be like, hey, relax, figure it out. What did you guys talk about?
No, I
if
get
you're
a little
willing
more
to
intense.
share.
No, it's
okay. I was not locked in. I wasn't watching.
I'm one that's like, get in there, let's go. And that's what it was. Is we need to go for every single ball. We have to communicate. We got to do those little things that we talked about. We got to watch the ball. We got to be aggressive. We got to be that team that wants it more.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought they went out and did that. Elisa and Emerson, they were on that court together, and they haven't been, a lot. This summer they were. And those two, when they get together, there's an extra spark on that court, and it was great to see that and to get that going for us.
I saw Emerson got I've only seen you twice, right? So I saw last week she was put up a nice block. The hits weren't there for her tonight. Passes were going to her, and she was connecting.
Yeah, she was. She did a great job.
There's energy there.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing that we talked about with Emerson too. The last game, like you said, her block was on, and that was a huge part for us. And her hitting wasn't on, and that's okay. You go do the role that you're supposed to. That first line of defense important. You go place it over if you get that opportunity, and then tonight, and still bring the energy, because her energy is so important for us on that court. She just brings that little bit of spark as well, and so. For her to be connecting and have that spark the entire time was good tonight.
An important win for the team because you need to get one.
Yes.
You need to get one, and they earned it tonight.
Yeah, absolutely we did. Especially in that fifth set, we weren't gonna sit back and wait for them to give it to us. I felt like that. We went out there and we just executed the ball better. That was probably the best set that we had. Don't look at set number 4. Devils Lake did great. They defensively, they're in the right spot all the time.
Yeah.
And they have that great hitter on that outside. But I thought our girls maybe came together a little bit more in that fifth set to finish.
It was a big finish, and good for them. And I think Devils Lake can leave thinking, okay, well, we left something out there, but maybe we didn't. I thought both teams played really hard tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got 2 home matches next week.
Yeah.
And they're both at the HEC. You've got Thompson coming in on Tuesday, Northern Cass Thursday. So 2 teams that have been perennial state tournament type teams.
Yes.
It will not be easy, but the kids will be challenged.
Yeah, absolutely. We got to go. We have to go out there. We're the underdogs, coming into those 2 games, and we've got to bring the energy, and we've got to make sure that we're staying disciplined, doing those little things, and rally behind and just continue to grow and to compete. I think that's going to be a huge thing for us. It'll be great to get a set, if not get the match. But we have to be so disciplined, and we have to be doing the little things. And so tomorrow practice, Monday practice, we're going to continue to work on those things and perfecting those things, and we've got to bring it on Tuesday and Thursday. Both of those are our homecoming games, you would say.
Yeah.
You know, it's great for us that we get to have home games for that, and we better bring the energy and be ready to go.
No doubt. What was I going to say on that? I had something really good teed up. It's ready. Okay, so this is Okay, so one thing Emerson mentioned, she talked about celebrating and being. If you're not winning, sometimes it's hard to get into that mode. I get that. You're tense too. You get that.
Yes.
I go back to one of your college teammates, Kelsey Melsha, when she had a practice when she was coaching. That was, we're going to celebrate after every terminated kill. We're going to celebrate. And this is how we're going to do it, because she had to spark fun in the team.
Yes.
You didn't need to practice it because your kids found it tonight.
Yes, absolutely. It was, but we did practice that yesterday. We did. We pulled that in. I pulled a Melsh. I pulled a Wagner in there with us. And we were doing a fun game called Activation. And one of the things is if they cheer loud after we got a kill, then we got the opportunity to earn quick balls and quick scores. So, yay, it was great that it turned
there it
over.
Is. Okay, cool.
Yes,
I'm glad we got that covered. All right. Well, I tell you what. Appreciate it, Katie. Thanks for coming up. Appreciate the entertainment tonight. Thanks for the kids to come up too, and congrats on the matchup tonight.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Katie Stabler joining us, head coach of Hillsboro Central Valley. They victorious tonight, 3-2 over Devils Lakes. Our postgame coaches' comments from Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Stay tuned. We'll wrap things up. Final accolades in Buxton after this.
Oh, jeez. That's a lot of water.
No! Jeez Louise!
This system is packing 70-mile-per-hour winds, golf ball-sized hail, and a fast drop in temperature.
Oh, jeez. Dave and Cheryl's kitchen started on fire.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Let's take a look.
Oh, geez, moments happen. Be ready with Irie Insurance.
This is Austin Reed with Dakota Heritage Bank. At Dakota Heritage Bank, we have a strong background in ag and business lending, but we can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. If you're in need of a loan, visit us at one of our locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Dakota Heritage Bank, sharing our heritage, sharing our future.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, the half or the whole beef from Mueller Beef, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or whole from Mueller Beef out of Hillsboro.
Back on the postgame report on YourLiveEvent.com from the Ryan Opdahl Farmers Union Insurance Hillsboro broadcast booth here tonight in Buxton. Halstead Telephone Company, Postgame Connection, HTC. They are how to connect. Discover local reliability that you can trust. It's how to connect. It's Halstead Telephone Company, halsteadtel.com. Halstead Telephone Company, Postgame Connection. Well, it goes here tonight as the connection for Hillsboro, Central Valley, and Devils Lake. And I thought two teams that really needed to dig deep here tonight. They were looking for wins in the region. And the Burros are able to do so tonight, and I thought their play at the net ended up being a huge factor, and they put up some nice block. Emerson Aarons had 8, 5 for Paige Cotton, 5 for Peyton Olson. Those are some pretty big numbers at the line, at the net. So those are the Halstead Telephone Company postgame connections. Our Precision Ag play of the game from Agassiz Precision Planting and Agassiz Precision Ag Hillsboro, your precision planting dealer. 701-636-2119. Visit planterdoc.com. And Precision Planting play of the game. How about that stretch when the Burros tied it at 2 in the 5th and they go make it a 7-2 lead? That's the play of the game, finding a way to come back after what Casey Hong said, a devastating set 4 loss. Burros win it in 5 tonight, 3-2 over Devils Lake. Final stats here tonight. Numbers-wise, for Devils Lake, 8 service points for Brinley Wolf, 11 for Trinity Coos, 6 for Emma Hofstede, points, 5 service points for Kaylee Whalen, 9 for Julia McIver, 7 for Alex Gibbs, 1 for Mia Elsberger, 1 kill for Trinity Coos, 14 for Emma Hofstede, 2 for Elin Skar, 1 for Whalen, 1 for Kraft, 2 for Rodacker, 1 for Gibbs, and 8 for Elsberger. 6 assists for Wolf, 1 for Coos, 1 for Hofstede, 1 for Skar, 2 for Whalen, 4 for Kraft, 1 for McIver, 3 for Gibbs. And a block for Hofstede, 2 for Whalen, 1 for Kraft, 2 for Rodacker, 1 for Elsberger. As a 7-5 now for the Devils Lake Firebirds in volleyball. Hillsboro Central Valley final stats: 11 serve points for Jelmstead, 11 for Tice, 6 for Anderson, 7 for Brill, 5 for Hong, 1 for Cotton, 6 for Jenin. A kill for Jelmstead, 3 for Tice, 1 for Culp, 10 for Anderson, 6 for Brill, 6 for Aarons, 3 for Cotton, 2 for Olson. 18 assists for Tice, 2 for Brill, and 11 for Jenin. A block for Anderson. There is, let's see here, math, 8 for Aarons, 5 for Cotton, 5 for Olson. Burrows with a victory are now 3-6 on the season. Their first region victory. Will have 2 home matches next week, Tuesday, Thursday, both on yourliveevent.com. Thanks to our sponsors. They made the broadcast possible. Whenever possible, please patronize them. At the very least, tell them thank you. Thanks to all of you for joining us wherever you are. Thank you. We appreciate you. And thanks to our camera efforts here tonight from Amelia Adams. Thank you, Amelia, for your time as well. We appreciate it. From the Buxton School, the Central Valley School in Buxton, on yourliveevent.com, the final 3-2 Hillsboro Central Valley over Devils Lake tonight in volleyball. I'm Kevin Kochman. Have a great night, everybody.